I was muted. Hello Nebulites, welcome. Hello Hannah, hello Fading, hello Crabs, hello Slaypie. Hello Handa, welcome. Yeah, we are fishing today. How are we doing? It has been... I just realized ooh, piranha, huge. Wait, let me move this so you can, let's move this somewhere else. Where is my fish game? There it is. I'm gonna put it here, just in case. Okay, thank you for the hydrate. Welcome, how are we doing? Yeah, I realized, no, I'm not taking it away, I just moved it. Cause when you, wait, let's see if we can still do it. I think if you, where is it? I haven't used my stream deck in a while. I think this? Yeah, because when you open it up, it goes on the side. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. I figured if you guys wanted to compare. How are you going? Ooh, everyone's early today. Very huge. Hello, Olive. Welcome. So, hello, Aaron. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry I only streamed like once last week. Oh, my goodness. You ever, you know, like when you pop into work and then... and then someone's like, hey, can you finish this by today? I'm like, yeah, of course. And then they tell you what it is, and it's not something you can finish in a day. I was like stuck on a 10-hour shift with no end in sight. And in the end, it didn't even matter because there's like a whole bunch of mistakes in it. Because like, of course there was a whole bunch of mistakes in it. Because I rushed it, and then my boss was like, it's okay, you rushed it, I get it. You didn't have that much time, it's cool. You can just like, what's the word? You can just like make it better next week, it's fine. And I'm like, ugh. Not bad about it though. Oh, Jeremy, welcome. Did you get paid? Yeah. I get paid for like hourly, so it's always like timed. Like I don't, as long as I'm on the clock, I get paid for it. So it's fine. But like, and in the end, it didn't even matter. It was very, very ungungungangu. But I'm glad that you guys managed to show up for K-pop Demon Hunters. It was a good time. It was a really good time. Slayboy, how was it? I think out of everyone who showed up, was it only Slayboy that hadn't seen it before? Or at least hadn't seen like any part of it before. It was a journey. Oh my goodness, and yesterday I went shopping. Like after the idol thing, I went shopping in Shibuya. And they were playing Golden, like on loop in the entire building. It was so weird. Well, no, it's not weird. It's not weird that they were doing it, but it's like I am never able to recognize any song that plays in malls. So the fact that they were playing a song that I knew, I was like, I know the song. Hello, Dachi, good morning. Welcome. It was a good. Oh, you just saw the movie, so you haven't seen it. We can watch it again. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good movie. But I'm glad that you guys mostly agreed with me on the fact that I feel like we missed out a lot of content because of the length of the movie. Like a couple of series, it was so good. Half a bunch of welcome. I know I was sick last week. And then I streamed on Wednesday, and then I wanted to stream on Thursday, and then my worker's like, hey, Seion Aera, what if you did like just a little 10-hour shift? Like just a little 10-hour shift. It's cool. It's gonna be good. And it wasn't good. And that happened on Thursday. And then on the weekend, I went away to celebrate my roommate's birthday. Bought them a whole cake and everything. And then yesterday... What did I do yesterday? Yesterday, I went to the little Idol Live concert thing. Oh, so cute! They were so cute. I was so awkward though, because it was one of those situations where I don't know the people. Like Okay, I went because someone who knew one of the idols invited me. So it was more of like an acquaintance thing. Like I vaguely knew one of the girls, but like I hadn't seen her stuff before, and it's kind of just like, let's just go check it out. I'm like, yeah, okay. And it was so awkward because you could very well see that everyone else in the room were like very, very strong Oshis of the girls, and I was just there like, oh no, I feel like I'm not enthusiastic enough. There are like only 3, including me, there are like 3 girlies in the room. Yeah, just a little 10-hour shift. It's the last Christmas season. It is Christmas season. It is. I wonder what I'm gonna do for Christmas this year. But yeah, it was just you guys know how I talked about not wanting to go to concerts because sometimes I feel like when I'm not a huge fan of the band, I'm kind of like taking away the spot of someone who is. And I'm sure like as a concert goer, you don't really want people in the room who aren't like fans. I don't know, do you guys feel that way? Do you guys get annoyed when thank for the resale, Coffee welcome! How are you doing? Like do you feel like when you're in a concert and the person standing next to you doesn't know any of the songs or doesn't know any of the people, like do you get annoyed? I don't know, I feel like people would get annoyed, and that's why I don't like putting myself in those situations. But it was still a pretty good time. It was a pretty small, comfy atmosphere, so it wasn't too scary. But it definitely had a I definitely felt like a little bit of an outsider, though we did eventually manage to talk to the person that my friend knew, and they recognized us, and they were like, oh, and we were like, yeah. Seion, welcome. How are you doing? You've only been to one concert, so I don't know. I feel like if you're a hardcore fan, I mean, I personally wouldn't feel annoyed. I'd just be more so like, oh, this person looks like a newbie. I hope they like my Oshi kind of thing. But I just don't know if everyone feels that way. Hello, Kimako. They don't know that I don't know anything about this feeling like an imposter. I do. Oh, you get annoyed at people who are way too big of a fan. I don't know. I guess it depends on the, what's the word? On the atmosphere of the live as well. Like, is it, like, if it's a very comfy atmosphere and you're being a bit too enthusiastic, I can see that also kind of being annoying. How's it been, Rebecca? How are you doing? Thanks for that. My friend and I went to a concert, but she got to meet my favorite artist, and I didn't, and I was happy for her, but I was also different. No, wait, so you didn't get to, like, go with her? Oh, was it one of those, like, what's it called in English? Like a gacha, where only certain people could do the meet and greet? Hello, welcome! Listening at Jin could not be me. Every once in a while, I think about raffle! That is the word! Thank you. It is a raffle, yes. The greed and meat. Lottery. Lottery is also... These are very simple words that for some reason I just couldn't... The only word that came into my head was gacha. Yeah. I had a pretty good time. I went in like a very, very... The gacha addiction! Like a very, very cute outfit. It's been a while since I got to dress up for an event because I normally, I mean, there's like normal looking cute and going out, and there's like dressing up in J fashion and going out, and I don't really get to do the latter that often because I don't know, it just feels like there's no, you know how like there's no occasion to dress up. So I had a good time. I was serving looks yesterday, and I'm very sad that I can't show anyone. I also burned my hand with a hair iron. So on my finger, there's just an entire red line on the side because I burned my hand with a hair iron. How? You may ask? Is your hand okay? It is. So I do my makeup and hair on the floor, right? Because I don't have a table. So I had propped up... You guys are already gonna get mad at this, I already know. I had propped up my hair iron on my chair, so it was standing up vertically and like leaning against the chair because I didn't want to put it on the floor because my floor is a carpet. And if I did, it would burn the floor, so I had it like leaning against my chair arm, and then it fell on my hand. Like I did a little bit too big of a movement and I pulled the wire and then it fell on my hand. So that happened. But at least I was serving looks. I think that is the I think that is the most important part of this. Please, my brain is so small. I work with what I have. Hello, Dublin, welcome. Let me hydrate. I work with what I have. Oh, girly. My room is so dirty. Like, I know it's bad. I've started to get to the point of room dirtiness where I'm like, okay, Seion Aera, you, it's getting there. Like, you gotta do something about this, because I just looked to my side, and there is a piece of seaweed on the floor. Where is this from? Doesn't matter. Never mind. There's a piece of seaweed on the floor. Listen, I've been going through it. I came. Wait, when don't donate crabs. When did I come back from my trip? Oh, that's still on. Oopsie, I gotta turn that off. I mean, you guys can still donate. It'll still be huge, but I should probably turn that off. Hold on. Do I have like an own personal one? I wonder. Ah! Not that quote! Listen! Don't ask me a question if you don't expect an answer. I don't know what to tell you. That one not on me. That's simply not on me. This is a tip for you guys as well. Don't ask this question. Because none of the answers that you could get back is going to be one that is, it's going to be one that is, what's the word? Positive. Oh, that sounds really weird. Maybe there is something like poly. Oh, dono is our command. See, I don't ask for money enough to know. Dono is the Slayfy Late? No, actually Slayfy was the first one. He was here before I started stream. He was actually, yeah, he was actually really early. I don't know, how would you guys react? Okay, because look, if the person in front of you who is asking, do you have a person you like, is not the person you like, then what do you do? Like, you gotta be honest, if you actually have a crush, the only answers you could possibly give is, I'm not into anyone right now, or I like another person. There is no one who will be like, oh yeah, I'm actually interested in you. I don't think anyone is that honest, even if they really were. And if the person was really interested in me, sorry, if I'm really interested in the person, I would have just been like, yeah, kinda. You know, like, I wouldn't be so direct about it. Look, what are you expecting? What are you expecting from this question? I don't get it. You should have made it clear it's a date from the beginning. It was, wait, let me remember the specific incident. Oh, I remember this incident. Yeah, this was after work. And they asked me, do you want to go get dinner after this? And, yeah, I was like, yeah, I can eat. It was like a steak dinner. If I'm interested in someone, I say not currently. Cause I don't know, I feel like if you lie, cause I don't know, cause you can't really tell if the other person is asking you the question because they like you, or if they're asking you the question, it's just like, you know, like just dinner conversation, you know, like, so do you like anyone? Cause like when I'm out with my girlfriends, we ask each other the question. It's like, hey, do you like anyone right now? You know, that kind of thing. So I assumed it was one of those. So I was just like, okay, I'll just be honest. Yeah, I like someone. You want to hear about it? I'm reminded of the guy who bought you expensive jewelry and you didn't think it was a big deal. No! It was because, thank you for the follow, Chloe, welcome. I didn't know it was expensive jewelry until my friends told me after the fact, I found out, I think it was like a week or like 3 days later, that it was actually expensive because I thought it was just like a normal bracelet. I thought they were like, here, have this $20 bracelet. To come to find out, it's not $20. It's not $20. It wasn't. I still have it, by the way. My mom found it the other day. I don't know what I want to ask her to do with it. Hello, Matthew. Welcome. How are you doing? Stop it. I don't know what to do. What would you have done? I don't know. I guess in hindsight, maybe I should have returned it, right? Like after I found out it was expensive, but I had already accepted it. So it was kind of like, I don't know. Did the $20 have an extra zero? Yeah. No, he didn't tell me how much it was. It was just like, I got you a present for your birthday, and then he gave me a bracelet. Because I had talked previously about how I do like to receive jewelry, but like, I wasn't expecting it to be like, you know, like how you can just get like $20, $10 like earrings or like necklaces. I don't really wear accessories all that much. And we were talking about gifts that you could use, and I'd be like, I guess accessories, because I can put them on me. And then so he gave me a bracelet, so I was like, oh, nice, thanks. You listen to what I say. It's huge. And then I just accepted it, and then a couple days later, I wore it to school. And then my friends asked me where I got it. Oh, no, they didn't ask me where I got it. They were like, oh, look at that bracelet. Seion Aera is wearing brands. And I'm like, what do you mean? What you talking about? And then I followed it up by telling them where I got it, and they were like, "A guy gave you that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You're like, "Girly!" And that's how like I eventually found out. But like it never led to a confession. Like I was never confessed to like with the words. After I found out, I kind of like, I didn't really know how to deal with it because I had already accepted it, right? And I didn't want to be like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was expensive, so can you take it back? Like, doesn't that, I don't know, is that what I should have done? But we were in the same class. Okay, this is college, right? So we are not in the same class the entire time. We like switch classes depending on our course in the year. And it was nearing the end of the year already, because my birthday's in March, right? So we were already ending the semester, so we just naturally stopped talking when we moved classes, so it was never, like, an issue, I guess. Like, he never pursued anything past that point. He just gave me the bracelet and was like, yeah, huge, thanks. I don't know if he was expecting me to reject it. I don't know what the right ending would have been on that one. It's a birthday present, not really a gift or confession. Yeah, that's what I saw it as at the very least. People are so wishy-washy. You do need to tell me directly. You just gotta be like, Seion Aera, I'm interested in you. Would you like to get to know each other better, you know? Tips Rex on what to do when I go to Japan. Have you been before? Remind me. Have you been there before? Is this your first time? Maybe he likes you but doesn't think he has a shot, so he would settle for a gift that he thinks you would like and wear use. Maybe. Would you have rejected him? I think so. Cause like I said, we were just friend vibes. That's why I accepted the bracelet as friend vibes. Cause my other friends also gave me jewelry. Cause like I said, we had the whole jewelry conversation. So my other friends did also give me jewelry, but they just gave me like normal stuff. It wasn't like a branded. It wasn't like a branded thing. Ooh, first time. So maybe you want to hit all the main anime places for shopping, especially. Or unless you want to go and see more scenic routes. Ooh, Minato, you should go to the horse racing tracks. You know, just to like check it out. Just to check it out. Guys, listen, you spend the money on small gestures once you got the girl. Otherwise, no amount of money. I do also think a part of it was, I think he had assumed that I would know the price of the item, which I don't know if that's an assumption to make. Like, I genuinely want to know if people in chat received the same item. Like, would you guys immediately clock that it was expensive? Cause my brain's small. Of course. No, I mean, you could check it out. It'd be kind of cool. I actually wanted to go to like a horse racing track. Did you know that? Was it yesterday? I think yesterday was there was like an event. No, it's tomorrow. There's an event being held by the JRA for horses. I know because there's like a whole bunch of horse advertisements in the trains. I would wanna go. But yeah, otherwise for the anime stuff, you should definitely check out Akihabara. Anime gacha merch. Perfect. Okay, chicken, welcome. How are you doing? Depends if it has an iconic design. Okay. Let's okay. Let me show you the exact one. Those of you who know, you already know. But I'm just gonna like pull a photo, okay? That hopefully doesn't have the brand on it, and then you guys tell me like if you would clock this as expensive. I want a photo that doesn't have like an image on it. Okay, I guess this works. This kind of has the same vibes. Let's see. Did I actually tell you guys what brand it was? Even if it's expensive, it could be a cheap imitation. Yeah, cause it's not that uncommon for that too. You know, like I've seen a lot of people carrying things that are obviously not. Or at least I wouldn't immediately clock as brand. Like even my grandmother has like a couple of bags with like logos on them that you can't really see what they are. So I mean, I wouldn't immediately just assume that it was super expensive. Where have I put this photo? Pictures? Yes, there we go. Okay, this was the vibe. This was kind of what I received. He didn't give me a box. It was one of those, like, close your eyes, I'll put it on you kind of thing. So there was no box. There is no box, okay? He just put it on me, and I was like, okay, thank you. Huge. I mean, it's not this exact one. This is just the vibes it went for. How thanks and welcome. It's not this exact one. I think mine had like more, it was like more silver. And then it had, but it was kind of like this. It was like the charm bracelet vibes. It was charm bracelet vibes. So, yeah. And then I looked it up. I didn't look it up. My friends told me to look it up, and I did. This feels like a girlfriend item. You guys, wait, but you guys have given me jewelry. Minato has given me jewelry. Minato has given me like 3 rings at this point, I think. What about that, huh? What about that? What about that? He put it on your wrist, but we weren't. It wasn't a private situation. Like, we were with other people. It was kind of like we were sitting on a table. And we were sitting at a table and all my friends are on this table. And then they would do, like, various... Like, they would do various variations of, like, okay, Aera, close your eyes. And then they would put something in my hand and then, okay, open it. You know, it was that type of atmosphere. So it didn't really feel romantic when he did it because everyone else was doing it as well. And then I'd be like, oh, that's pretty, thank you. So yeah, I think that's how that happened. Different friends, by the way, different group of people. So the group of people that we were with, they didn't clock the present. Like, they also thought that it was just like a normal bracelet. It was only when I went to the other class with my other group of girlies who are a little bit more... What's the word? They like the finer things in life. So they clocked it like immediately. They're like, oh, Seion Aera is wearing brands. And that was only when I saw them like the day after. So it was like, if all you know for your girl is that she likes jewelry, I don't know if she's doing. I don't know what you guys like. If you received something, if you received this, would you be like, would you be like, oh, that's too expensive, I can't accept that? Like, like even now, if I don't know, would I do that if I had known the price before? Cause wouldn't that just make the situation super awkward? To just like reject a giving, like, no, I can't accept that. That's too much. Cause it wasn't like a private. It wasn't like a private confession either, right? How expensive? I think I think the one I had, not this one. I'm just showing like the general vibe, but the one I received, I think was 200 to 300. I don't know the exact price because my friends they looked up the individual charm price, and then because they were they were interested, so they took it from me and they looked up the price for each individual charm, and then they added it together to like guess how much it was, and they eventually estimated that it was probably 200 to 300. Be like me who paid for a custom art sketch of the favorite notebook of their favorite character. I mean, if you got me Seion Aera fan art, I'd be very happy. By the way, Minato, yes, I do still have the rings. Thank you. I keep everything I get. Was he well off? Yeah, I was kind of in a... you know how, like, when you're in anime and there's, like, this Oren high school host club school where everyone is kind of well off? Like, those kind of, like... I don't want to say Nepo baby school, because that doesn't sound right. But when everyone comes from... money... Yeah, it was a little bit. It was a little bit like that. There are exceptions. Yeah, it was like a little bit of like a private school. Like it wasn't like billionaire, I can't even say the word. It wasn't like millionaire, billionaire rich, but like... But it comes from most come from like some money, I would say. Which is why I said that my friends, they're like kind of, I don't want to say bougie. I don't know why it sounds negative, but they're like a little bit, they enjoy the finer things in life, so they would go shopping for like a $300 wallet, a $500 bag, and I look at them like, I could commission an original song with that money. But yeah, that was kind of the vibe, so I don't... and I mean, he never asked for it back or anything, so I assume it was just something that he wanted to give me. Like I said, no confession came from that either. There was no like, I really like you. Do you want to? Like it wasn't that. Like I just accepted it as a present, and then we just moved on with our friendship, and then eventually we just stopped talking. You know. I kind of bought some cool games with this. Yeah. Of course he wouldn't ask for it back. You'd be surprised. I had a friend who, when she broke up with her boyfriend asked her to return everything that he had ever bought for her. And I was like, wow. It could happen. It could happen. You never know. That's insane. I know. She didn't do it, by the way. But I did think it was interesting. Okay, let me hide you real quick. It was wild. The Nepo baby school. Like it wasn't that, but there is like rumors among like the professors and stuff that like the people in my university are like money. It's not true for everyone though. I just got in because I was a nerd, so so there's that. Some people do, some people don't. I mean, I don't know, it does feel weird for me to ask back for something that was a gift. But that's just me. Some people don't even want to keep it even if they don't ask to get. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I the type to like burn everything when when I've been raw. That's out of spite. I do think it's out of spite. I got a free camera lens from a friend that broke up with a long-term boyfriend. No. I don't know if I've ever... Well, I mean, I didn't throw away the bracelet. I still have it, but it's also more because it was never really... Like, we were never in a romantic relationship. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I just got a really cool gift from a really cool friend. Man, I should make a YouTube short talking about all the times I've been confessed to and how horribly I dealt with them. But then, like... But then everyone's gonna think I'm mean. Everyone's gonna think I'm mean, and I don't want that. Do you still? No, I don't. I mostly just like keep them in a drawer and just like never look at it again. And then when my mom notices that I haven't touched a drawer in a long time, she'll eventually just throw it away from me. So yeah, there's that. I'll still home. Well, thank you. I don't know, cause in my brain, I'm always thinking about dealing with the situation in a way that hurts the person as least as possible. Never works out that way. And then I will tell you guys these stories and then learn after the fact that maybe that wasn't the best way to deal with it. I swear, in the moment in time, I have the best intentions in my head. It just doesn't come across that way. It doesn't come across that way. I'm the worst. I'm literally the worst person when it comes to dealing with stuff like that. Honestly, I don't think that's it, Poo Poo. I think... I don't know, because it's definitely not my personality. But like, I think I look a little bit different from people, and I think that maybe to some people that's interesting, kind of. You know, like when you look a little bit different and everyone's like, whoa. I think it's a little bit like that. I definitely don't think it's a personality thing, though. Different from people, like if you... How do I want to explain this? Like if everyone is human and then you see an alien, it's like, wow, that's an alien. That's interesting. I want to talk to that alien. It's a little bit like this. Does this make sense? You look foreign. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a little bit like that. I think there's like a natural interest that comes with that. And then people tend to be like, oh, where's that girly from? And then they tend to approach me with that. I've been in Australia before. It's a little bit like that. It's a little bit like that. They could think you're an easy target. I don't know if that's necessarily it. Maybe. I mean, considering it's never once worked before, I guess maybe I just look like it is. How many times have you been confessed to? What ages do you want to count from? Like, if it's in elementary school, does it count? Or like only like real confessions? I'll count the real ones. I feel like those are the most relevant. 13 onwards. Real confessions. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. Wait. Wait. No, that's wrong. Wait, 1... Sorry, wait, I'm counting backwards. Okay, wait, there was 1... No, there was 2, 3. There was 3 in university. 2 in high school. And then there was one more in high school, but it was the same person. Okay, so final answer. 6 different times, 5 different...
I love corn.
6 times 5 people. Okay, final answer. And then I think there was a couple of times in like elementary school or like early middle school. I think there was like 2 or 3. Yes, correct. Okay, final answer. 5 different times. No, 6 different times, but it was 5 different people. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's not that much. I don't really get out. No, wait. Sorry, 6 different times, 7 different people. Sorry, there was one more in university that just came to my mind. Sorry. Okay, so it's 7 times. I just remembered one other person. No, it's 7 times 6 people. Because one person did it twice. Only one person asked more than once. A lot of the situations are... mostly very... Like, we weren't in a long-term friendship, so... The moment I rejected them, they were kind of like... Like, we weren't close in the first place, so the moment I rejected them, they were just like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. We don't have to talk anymore. Kind of thing. It was only... Oh, actually, no, there's 2. It's actually 2 specific situations where... The first one was a long-time friend, so they tried it once and then they tried it again. And the other one was a person I rejected before, and then miraculously, like 3 years later, we just ran into each other on the street. And then they were like, I know you! Seion Aera! And then they kind of like picked it back up from there. Okay, final answer. The story of the dude you met in Japan, yeah. I counted that as the university one. I don't like people often. I don't give up on the first try unless they're mean about it. Oh, as in like I don't like people. Ah, okay. I don't know. I have been the confessor one time, and I pretty much gave up right after I was rejected, but mainly because they were really direct and really clear, but they were also really nice about it, so it's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it, don't worry, I get it, no hard feelings, I get it, I'll just move on. I think it's also just because I'm not that mentally strong, like I don't really have the mental capacity to try multiple times only to get rejected. Yeah, and I also feel like sometimes it can come off like a little bit clingy, I guess. I've confessed to this one girl who... Oh my goodness, please! First of all, I'm very sorry that happened to you. I did that once. In my defense, it was elementary school and I was like 7 or 6. I was very small. I was a small girly. And I didn't know what else to say because I was embarrassed. I'm pretty high standard. I don't know what it... I have been told this before because whenever I tell this story, people are like, oh, Seion Aera has like high standards. But I don't really think that that's it. I think it's because it's a little bit difficult because I see everybody as like a really, really close friend until the point where they confess to me, and then I'm like, whoa. Wait. But I have had crushes on people before. It just, you have to be really direct with me. If not, I'm unable to like rewire my brain chemistry. Like if you don't tell me that you're seeing me as a potential partner, then I will see you as a friend until nothing happens, because I need to alter the brain chemistry. I confess to get rejected is very useful to decentralize moments in your life. The one time in my life that I did confess, it was actually, I had a crush on a guy for 3 years, and I knew, like I just knew. But you know how there's like a very, very small part of you that hopes and you yearn. So there was a part of me that was just really, really hoping, but I didn't dare to confess because like I knew the moment I confess that it's over because he's gonna reject me and we'll never talk ever again. So like I wasn't ready to do that until right before my very, very first Japan trip. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Like I can't spend so many years just thinking what if, but like what, like, you know, it's time to just move on. So I just told him that I liked him and he said thank you very much for the confession. Unfortunately I don't feel the same way. I think you're amazing, you know, that kind of message. And I was like, yeah, thank you. And then I went to Japan. This isn't when I moved, by the way. This was like a really long time ago. I think this was 2000. This might have been 2018. It was a while back. So that was basically one of the only times I confessed. I also have, in general, maybe not have had that many confessions. No, not confessions. Not many crushes. I don't know. How do you guys tell when a crush starts to form? I don't really remember how mine started. The 3-year one. Yes, how sad is welcome. Oh, welcome. You're both full out of it. Yeah, no, he was a really, really nice person. I knew that he wouldn't be like mean about it, but I was still very baby. I was still very baby. Both had me funny. No, it's more of like just for myself, cause you know how like when your friends really, really wanna hype you up, and I had like a couple of friends who they were really, really hyping me up. In hindsight, it has made me notice that sometimes hyping up your friend may not be the best idea, because they would always hype me up like, no, girly, he messaged you on your birthday. It means he likes you. Or, girly, he asked you. This means he likes you. You know, like, they were really... they were really convincing me in my head, and I'm like, maybe he does like me. They were feeding into the Delulu. The Delulu. But like I think, and I was happy because I was like, oh, maybe they see something. Maybe they really do think that he's into me. But he wasn't, and I was like, yeah, I kind of saw it. Like I know. I wasn't like super torn up about it. Because like I said, I was going to Japan for my first ever like overseas without my parents kind of thing, so I was hyped for that. Although in hindsight, if he had liked me back, I don't know what I would have done with that, but I was pretty sure he didn't. You went to the questions, don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. It's okay. Love, having a romantic relationship is not everything. My brain been a euphoric mood whenever I hang out with my crush. Oh, I remember that feeling. He asked me out for like dinner one time, and I remember we went out for the dinner and I had such a good time. And then I cried when I came back when I came home because me as a young hormonal girly, I was like, I'm never gonna feel this happy again. I was so dramatic. I was like, I've just experienced the happiest point in my life, and he's never gonna. No, I don't. Hello, Haley. And he's never gonna like me or ask me out again. This is the happiest I'm ever gonna be. Like, just the most dramatic, emotional. How old am I in this? Like, I don't know. I don't remember how old I was. I don't remember if I was in my 20s yet. I don't think so, though. Just the most emotional girly. And I cried. I was like, oh no, I had such a good time. What if I never get to experience this happiness again? You know that feeling like when you go out with your crush? Thinking back about it now, it's really funny. But like, in the actual moment, I was devastated. You're so right. How rough chilling with sitters. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. I really do feel, because there's also been like a couple of situations where like it never reaches to the confession stage, but I can like kind of tell that maybe they're moving towards that, and they often kind of drop me once they get to know me, which is why I say it's entirely not about my personality, because the moment I start talking about things I actually like to do, like, oh, I like anime, they like immediately tap out. They're like, oh, I can't do this. So it's not that, I really do think they just interact with me because I look special and they're like, ooh. That's not the guy that gave you the ring felt. I don't know, Minato, how do we feel about this? I bury my feelings so deep. Yeah, that was kind of me with the crush I had on this guy, because, like I said, it was I had a crush on him for 3 years. It was the entire 3 years of high school, I think. And he had like, I think 2 girlfriends within that time. So whenever he would get a girlfriend, I would kind of like move back entirely. I think the thought gave me back a... So hello! They become warehouses. Good meme. Hello! Yeah, so I would like move back a little bit, and then when I would hear, because you know, high schoolers, you gossip, and then when I would hear that they broke up, I would just kind of like try to like talk to him again, and then he would get a girlfriend, and then I would back off again. So that basically lasted for a whole 3 years, and then, you know, it does get to that point where like you push down your feelings so deep, and it's kind of like you just want to be freed. Like I just want to be freed from this feeling, from this yearning. And I think that's what drove me to just confess, you know, like, let's just get it over with. Give me the answer I want so that I can move on, kind of thing. And I mean, I did, because that was a long time ago. But yeah, I think sometimes it is good to kind of just let it go. Just let it go. But then again, I also know of people. Ooh, let me tell you guys a fun love story between 2 of my middle school teachers, because this is good. Okay, so my homeroom teacher my homeroom teacher in middle school, she knew this guy in university. They were in the same class, I think. And then they kind of had like a little thing going on, but it wasn't really defined. And then they both decided to become teachers. Now, if I'm not wrong, when you're a teacher, you don't get to choose what school you go to, I believe. You get assigned to like a certain school, and you have to work there for, I think it might be 5 years. Like you're locked into a contract for 5 years. It's a little bit like nursing, where they will have to assign you to a place, and then you have to stay there for a certain amount of time. So after university, they both got assigned to the same school, which was my middle school. And they kind of, I mean, they weren't really like flirting or anything. But like sometimes you could just kind of see. Sometimes you could just kind of see that there was like a little bit of a vibe. Oh, okay, Delvin, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. And if you remember correctly, middle school is also when I was a delinquent, right? So this is the delinquent class. This is the delinquent class where we're like really, really close to our teacher. Our teacher was 25, so she was like fresh out. And then we're in middle school, so we were 15, so she's 10 years older than us. So she was 25. And she was just about to finish her contract. And by the way, she told us all of this after the fact, okay? Because sometimes we have reunions, and this is how I know the story, because she told it from her point of view after the fact. So she kind of knew that the guy was into her, but she never really like reciprocated the feelings, because she's like a very, I want to get a stable job, I want to get an income, you know, like my job is the focus of my life right now, because she was 25. And she was like, I do feel like I have a feeling towards you, but right now I just really want to focus on my life. And the male teacher was like, okay, yeah, I can respect that. And then after her contract was over, the year that she taught us was her, I think, last or second last year in the school. And she mentioned that after she finished teaching, she wanted to move on and get a master's degree. And I believe the master's degree was about 3 years. So she would be overseas again for 3 years after she finished teaching and she graduated from the school. And apparently she told the male teacher this. And then the male teacher was like, I've already waited for you for 5 years. I can wait another 3. And then she goes to get her master's. And then she comes back. And then they get married. They have like 2 children. I follow her on Instagram. Instagram, they're still together. They have like 2 kids. Like every once in a while, like her post. It was so cute. Like he really played the long game. He waited so long. Because if they met in university and then they had to do like a 5-year bond plus like another 3 years that she went to get a master's, that means that he waited for about like 8-9 years to finally get married to her. Wild. And they were long distance for the entire 3 years she was overseas, because he stayed in the country. She was the only one who went overseas to study. So it was like, it was so sweet. And then we had like our school reunion, and then we saw that our teacher was with the male teacher that we always thought they had something with, and we were like, okay, so tell us what happened there. And then she told us the whole story, but this was like after we graduated, so there's no like conflict of interest or anything. So she told us after. And she even bought the male teacher. And here's the interesting thing: the male teacher actually taught us as well, because the female teacher, she was our math teacher, and she was our math and homeroom. And then the male teacher was our science teacher. And apparently, the science teacher, like, he was actively being kind to us, because our homeroom teacher, she was complaining about how sometimes the other teachers treated us really bad because we were like the delinquent class. You know, we were like the stupid kids that no one likes. And our teacher was super mad that people were treating us like we were lesser just because like we didn't have the best grades. And so the science teacher knew about that, knew that she felt that way, and then he went out of his way to like defend us to other teachers and be nice to us. And we were like, They had chemistry, they did. And then she brought him to the reunion, and then we grilled him. We were like, so, you want to marry our homeroom teacher? It was cute though, it was so cute. I still see them together on social media. It's so cute. They've been together for a really long time now. Because remember, that happened when I was 15, like when I was in high school. And they got married when I was in, no, sorry, this was in middle school, so they got married when I was in high school. So this is a very long time ago. They've been a long they've been together a really long time. It's so wild. And I oh my goodness, I still remember we used to be like the delinquent class, right? So we used to be like maybe like a little mean and a little bit teasy. Which I wouldn't support right now, but back then that's just kind of how we were. And remember our homeroom teacher, she was like 25, and we would be like, no boyfriend? And then she would always give us the look, and she'd be like, no boyfriend yet. This is none of your business. Stop asking me this. And then there was one time she kind of changed her tune, because we were doing the usual, oh, teacher, still no one in your life. And then she like, let's move on with the class. And we were like, huh? What is that reaction? We haven't seen that before. Listen, we were big braining this. We were catching on. Oh, it's so sweet. It's so cute. Let me check how old your children are. I think their oldest is 6 and the smallest one is like 3. They have like a little brother. Sorry, they have a boy and a girl. Oh, so cute. Thank you for the jelly. Yeah, the entire class was kind of like shipping them. It was definitely like a gossipy kind of thing because we were like, oh, do we know who it is? But like in hindsight, like now that I know, because we were 15 back then, right? So you know, like anyone who's in their 20s just looks like an older person. But now that I'm thinking about it, you know, she was still 25. Like she was still pretty young. Oh, that was so sweet. So cute. Oh, they're like my I don't want to say dream couple. It's kind of weird, but like they're like the one experience I have in my life of seeing a relationship like play out in front of my eyes. It's so sweet. Hashtag goals. They are I wish we had like another high school reunion. I miss them. I kind of want to talk to her again. I feel like she would be really surprised when I like tell her what I'm doing now. I don't think she would have expected it from me. Just the NPC viewing, exactly. I'm just a side character in their lives, honestly, at this point. I'm just a side character. Do you guys ever think about like meeting your old teachers and like what they would think? I don't know. I just wonder what she would think about like how my life has gone. I mean, I've never been a teacher, so I don't know. I guess I kind of have that feeling when I look at my cousins, because, you know, I saw my cousins in like diapers when they were babies, and now they're like 16, 17, they have girlfriends, they're being rebellious, and it's like, huh, you used to be so small. You used to be so small. I wonder if teachers look at us that way too. Is anyone in chat a teacher or teacher adjacent? She'd probably be happy that you're happy. I hope so. I wonder if she remembers me, because I do like her posts on Instagram, but I mean she has taught like many classes in her many years as a teacher, so it wouldn't be surprising if she didn't remember me specifically. I hope she does though. The wedding I attended was for one of my high school friends, and it was with his high school sweetheart. They've been together for 16 years! Oh, it's so cute. 16 years. Okay, what is that? What is G2T1? Either way, have a good time! This is student, what does that mean? What does that mean? Wait, sorry. I feel like I missed. Your P5 teachers at the right. I unfortunately didn't have any. I didn't have any good teachers in elementary school. My elementary school teachers were pretty bad, all of them. No one really had a positive impression except my principal, who was kind of really cool. I had a pretty good relationship with my principal, which now that I'm thinking about it and saying it out loud, kind of makes me sound like a nerd. Kind of. Oh, Valorant! Oh, okay, have a good time! I could never play Valorant. I uninstalled on like my first game. I have a teacher who taught me history last year. Oh, he taught you, so he's still there. That's wild. But yeah, I did once. Why are you always saying the principal? I was the head prefect. I was the head prefect, so I would have to like meet with the principal and like the discipline master. They would be like, okay, Aera, so at the next time these like, I don't know, investors? No, it's not investors. What are they called? Like the people who support the school, or like the people who give the money to the school, the people in like the government, the education system, I don't know. They would like come to the school, and then I would have to like show them around and be like, this is our history wall. We have very rich history, and then I would have to like do stuff like that. They're not sponsors because all of the schools are like government run, so they like the schools don't take money from people. I think it's more of you have to like show. That's a very good point. No, but I don't think they're sponsors, because it's government funded. So I guess it's just like the people on the board, maybe? Then we'll kind of have to like show them around, and I would have to like participate in a lot of the... Like whenever there was a school event, I would kind of have to just be there. So I can make some ads. Whenever there was a school event, I kind of just had to be there, and then my principal would be like, Aera, come here, and I'd be like, what do you need me to do now? So I mean, it wasn't like a very close relationship, but like she knew me by name. So like if she saw me in the hallway, she'd be like, "Hi, Ira." I'd be like, "Hi." Archer is cute. Thank you. I used to play MTG with my Mandarin teacher. Oh, it's kind of cute. I think the only good teachers I ever had were in middle school. Yeah, my high school and no, that's not true. In university and in middle school, my high school and my elementary school wasn't great. It wasn't student politics. It wasn't ever that deep because I mean we're like 11 and 12 in this situation. It's basically just the teachers will like pick the little goody two shoes and they're like, you are the head prefect and you will be the assistant head prefect, and then we were just like, it wasn't like a campaign where we had to run. It was basically just the teachers would choose people. And then, yeah, you would just do like very basic tasks. Like early in the morning when you would have to sing the song, you would have to like take the microphone and be like, we are now going to sing the song. And then you would stand in front of everyone and sing the song, and everyone just kind of say, you know, it wasn't like there weren't any like big responsibilities. It was actually more of like a negative than a positive because they were a lot stricter on you. You know, like if my friend were to like run in the halls, they'll be like, hey, no running in the halls. But like if I were to run in the halls, they'll be like, Ira, how could you run in the halls? You know, like I always got the short end of the stick with this one. So it wasn't all that great. It wasn't all that great. Thanks for following in Osaki. Welcome. Has performed in front of a big crowd. I have, but not in this specific situation. But I did perform in front of crowds in high school. Like constant interrogations from school staff. Yeah, like they'll always ask you to be like the tattletale. What's it called? The tattletale. The person who like rats out your friends, and then they'll be like, okay, Ira, tell me who did this. And then I would have two choices. The snitch, that's it. I would always have to like snitch out my friends. They'll be like, okay, Ira, you tell us who did this. And if I withheld the information, then the teachers would punish me. And then if I told them the information, then my friends would isolate me because they'd be like, oh, Ira sold us out. You know, it was a horrible position to be with. I wouldn't recommend it. Especially when you're like 12. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Hello, Amaranth. How are you doing? And I mean, as an adult, I would have like more agency over it. But like when you're 12 and you just kind of have to do what the teachers tell you to do. You're back at work and it sucks. It's okay, at least you got a little Seion Aera today. A little Seion Aera. How dare you use your legs? It was so bad. I wouldn't recommend being the head of anything. That's actually part of the reason why when I went into middle school, I became a delinquent. Because I was like, oh, no. I'm no longer going to be the goody two-shoes. I'm going to break the rules. I spent 6 years following everything I was told, and now I'm going to break some kneecaps. I was talking freaking when, anyways, yeah, Say has a bunch of love stories, and I thought I wasn't muted. Yeah, I got a couple. I always wondered if I should, like, put them up as shorts, because some of you find these very entertaining. I just don't know if they'll be well received. Because arguably, all of these stories make me come across really bad. Like, I swear I have good intentions when they happen. I swear I don't just invite other people on a date. Just because I feel like it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Yeah, there was one time I was invited out on a date, and then I didn't know it was a date, and then I invited other people on the date. It wasn't intentional. I'm just really stupid. I'm just really dumb. You just know that about me? Yeah, I was thinking of telling some funny stories for shorts, but like I don't know if my stories are funny or if they're just tragic. You know? I feel like they're mostly tragic. You were correct. You were correct, Haley. Was being a delinquent also why you use scissors on your ears? No, it just feels good. Hello, Gigi. Welcome. How are you doing? Listen, if your ears are itchy, just put some scissors in them. You're telling me you've never put scissors in your ears? Sometimes it itch. The one in the poop spoon, you guys keep convincing me to make a short about the poop spoon. And I'm like thinking very hard about it. I don't know. I don't know if everyone will find it as funny as you guys found it funny. Oh, Gigi, welcome. How are you doing? Normally say, do you want to go get dinner with me? Yeah! When people ask me if you want to get dinner with me, I would just assume you want to have dinner with me. Is having a meal romantic coded? Is it? Because I've been meals. Oh no, does it mean that every single person I've asked to just go eat with me has been romantic coded? I really hope not. I might have some apologies to have to do. The poop spoon, yeah. Yeah. Have you guys never asked someone out for dinner platonically? Have the word look at this cute idol anime girl and have them here. I dropped a spoon in the pooper. At least a little. I don't know. I don't know about that. Cause I do have some pretty close. I mean, we're not really in contact anymore, but I did have some pretty close, like, male friends in my time as well. That it never turned into a confession anymore or anything. We were just hanging out. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. I think that's why I have a lot of issues trying to like differentiate things. Cause to me, it's just a vibe. You guys have like GPAs in middle school? That is rough. We only have GPAs in university. Before that, anything before that, you have to take a national exam. I don't ask anyone out for dinner. I have a habit of going home by 6 or else I get anxious. That's kind of cute, actually. How are you today? I'm doing good. I'm glad I finally get to stream after being locked into a 10-hour shift. Today I managed to cut it short at 7. I'm very, very strong. I just yeeted myself out of there. I was like, nope. Not Seion Aera doing this. Crabs, you're so old. 10 hour? Yeah, last Thursday I wanted to stream, and then I got locked into a 10-hour shift. I was like, well, this is what we're doing today. A 10-hour shift. I hate this for me. At least you got K-pop Demon Hunters after your shift. Yeah. Krabs is canonically 80. Oh, you were so right. At least in my brain he is. I wonder what else. I don't know. I've been kind of wanting to watch more movies together, but I don't really know what movies. Is it one of those Japanese 10-hour shifts we're just waiting for? No, it was cause I got hit with the Aera, can you finish this today? And then me not wanting to be the person who's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And I couldn't do that. And then, so I just kept working on it and working on it and working on it. And then it's at some point at the 7-hour mark, I messaged my boss and I was like, this is kind of where I've gotten. I don't think I can finish this. And then they didn't respond to me. So I just kept going and going. And then finally at the 10-hour mark, I was like, okay, this is where I've gotten at this point. I don't think I have put like placeholders for now. And if this doesn't work, I will figure it out next week. And then they only like replied like 2 days later. They were like, ah, okay, it's fine. It is cool. You can just work on it next week. And I'm like, whoa! So that happened. Do I give old energy? I don't know. But I also feel like I don't really want to say who in chat gives me old energy. Feel that would step on some really into. Oh, Cosmos! It's been a while. How are you doing? Welcome. Oh, you were playing Silk Song. How was it? Where are you? Oh my goodness, I'm so behind. I'm so behind. I kind of wanted to play a little today, but I also know that we haven't really had any time to just talk, so I decided to just do like only a chatting. Where are you? Where are you? Did you have a good time? Oh, if you have to do your post-stream aftercare, please feel free to go get some food, go get some water. We can also yap with this. How was it? Where are you? Okay, the last time we ended stream, I had just finished the maggot area. The maggots. That's where we left off. I don't remember the name of the place, but that's where we left off. And I'm not in Act 2 yet, so I'm very... You just did Bywater. Okay, so we're about the same place, I think. I hate it. Same! Oh, she did Sinner's Road. Okay, sorry, I did Sinner's Road. I think I haven't done Bywater yet. I think. So we're maybe like a little bit behind. Thank you for all, Yuki. Welcome. How are you doing? You did the precursor to Macallan. Okay. Yeah, cause I've been. How are VTubers managing to get so far without scheduling like a Silk Song stream every single day? Cause I have been playing Silk Song for 6 streams in a row, and I'm starting to feel bad for playing Silk Song 6 streams in a row. Edit that out. I feel guilty for playing Silk Song 6 streams in a row. Enunciation. Oh, Yuki, thank you. Welcome. How are you doing? You did Magalan chapter 1. Bywater is chapter 2, 3, and 4, and 4. Oh, okay. So there's more. Nah. But yeah, I feel bad because there's also people in chat who are playing the game, so they don't want to watch the stream because they'll get spoiled if they do. And then that also means that if I only schedule Silk Song streams, then they can't watch Seion Aera. They just can't watch Seion Aera. Oh, have a good work. Okay, have a good day at work. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel bad about that, which is why there's only one Silk Song scheduled this week. But like also I might play it a little bit afterwards. I don't know. If I'm feeling a little wild, maybe I will. What were we talking about? I completely forgot. Ooh, do you guys have any fun love stories to talk about? No, we were talking about if anyone gives them... It's true, right? I know. I feel bad. That's why... Oh, either that or I'll just have to wait long enough for you guys to all be ahead of me so that you won't get spoiled. Cause yeah, I feel like that's always a problem whenever I schedule like just one type of stream. We were talking about who gives old energy. My GF likes her gacha game waifus more than me. That's my love story. Can anyone really beat gacha game waifus if you really think about it? Can anyone? Y'all thought I was 40. When Crabs first joined, I did think they were older. Or at the very least, I thought they were older than me. But that's because Crabs didn't know how to type. Crabs would always do like full stops, and to me that is the sign of like an older person. Just because my mom does it and a lot of older people I know do it. So yeah, I thought they were older, but turns out no, they were not. Oh no. Do I give off old energy? I don't. No, okay, we have to, can we solidify our age ranges? Because I feel like old might mean different things to different people. I would say young energy is people from 16 to like 24. And then 25 to 29 is like mature adult energy. And then everything above that would be old energy. Or along those lines. Thank you for Tiny Cake Welcome. How about you doing? Or hag. I feel like a lot of VTubers have been saying hag energy. Hag energy. Okay, I'll say hag energy. Are you going to age assign this? No! But I feel like, because I feel like older than 25. If you're older than 25, I feel like it's more, because I wouldn't say old, but I do get mature vibes from people. Or at least that's when I get mature vibes from people, I tend to be like, oh, they are in their late 20s. Like, that's a normal connection that the brain cells made. How you doing, K-pop? Welcome. And then when people talk about like being married or having kids, that's when I'm like, oh, you're like a senior because because you know, like I'm not at that part of my life yet. So when people talk about like kids, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're like the senpai. That's normally how like I sort it in my brain. You say your friends are getting married? Yeah, I do have a couple who are getting married, but I don't know. I feel like when someone has a kid, then you're solidified as in my brain as being like, ooh, you're an adult person. Like, you have responsibilities. And I doubt. Like, ooh, you're so adulty because you have a child. Yeah, kind of like or like Dark Star Chef or like Delvin, you know? But if you're like freshly, oh, I'm gonna get married to my boyfriend, then I still don't really get that vibe quite yet. It's only like when you talk about having your first child, I'm like, oh, you're mature. You're way more mature than I am. Your classmates started getting married after high school. Is that normal? I think in Japan, the average marriage age for... just in general, I think is about 30. Thanks for following out Investor Night. I don't know why they didn't pop up. Thank you, hello! Not really. My roommate apparently had a couple of friends who got married straight out of high school as well. But then they also said that that wasn't common. That most, like the average age is still about 30, I think, to get married. So yeah, I do have a lot of my friends, because when you meet friends on the internet, it's not like when you meet friends IRL, right? So you tend to have like pretty big age gaps. Like I have friends who are like early 20s, and then I have friends who are like middle 30s, you know? Because it does tend to get spread out a little bit, because you don't really know how old people are on the internet until you like get to know them more. So yeah, I do have like some friends who are like, oh, we're getting married. I'm like, oh, adults. Adults. Well, not to get married. I just think the average age. I'm gonna look it up just so that I'm not giving out misinformation. But I believe when I checked the last time, it did say Japan. Wait, Japan average marriage age. There we go. Because I do think the average age for the first marriage is 31 for men, and I think for girlies it would be a little bit lower. I think it's 29. Ooh, why is this using Bing? What? Oh, it's because I'm in incognito. Yeah, it is 29. Okay, so the average age for a first marriage in Japan is around 31 for men and 29 for women. See, that's pretty normal. Yeah, that's pretty normal. I think that's generally how it's like in other places as well. I mean, one thing is worrying, another thing is actually marrying. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Thanks for following, but in general, I've also just never really thought about that kind of thing at all. The brain cells, too small. Ooh. Let's see what you got. Eh? Ah, that's a huge boot. Congratulations. You got married if you don't have someone you have to marry. I know that my roommate's friends are also kind of like looking here. My roommate is a little bit older than me, by the way. I think we have like a 2 to 3 year difference. So their friends are pretty much like in the actively want to marry age. So sometimes I do hear some stories about. Did you guys know that Japan has a dating app that is created by the government, which I think is very interesting. Apparently, it's because the marriage rates are so low that they've started a professional dating service where people who want to get married will get matched together by the government, which I think is very funny. Like, wow, that is, I mean, that's interesting. It's like a professional matchmaking service. And I did hear that professional matchmaking services are getting, like, more and more popular. What? Yeah, it's like an actual thing. But you have to, there's, like, a lot of rules. Like, you have to be above, I think, 25. And then you have to, like, submit all your documents. Like, you have to tell them exactly where are you registered. Like, it's like a really long list of documents. And then they will, like, professionally match you up with people. How professional? I don't know. Let me look it up. Maybe I can find some information. Where is it? I think it's this one. Oh, is it Tokyo running it? I think it might be Tokyo. So yeah, they have to interview each person. There it is. Tokyo government launches dating app to match couples. I think it's this one. Registration costs $77 US dollars and membership is valid for 2 years. It will suggest potential love interests to each other based on a user's assessment from 120 questions. There's also an interview that will happen with each person. And what else? Is mandatory. This is done beforehand. Personal information is listed on the app. Yeah, so you can't lie about stuff like your height or anything, because like they will make sure all the information that you provide is real. And then once a couple opts to enter into an exclusive relationship, they will no longer be able to browse or meet other users during the designated serious dating period. That is interesting. I don't know. They also have to issue documents that prove that you're not currently married, and you have to provide like your income, like all of your financial documents as well. So intentionally, you can't lie about anything. Designated serious dating period. Yeah. Let me read more about this. So apparently, if you're matched with someone and you opt to enter into, like, you say that you're boyfriend and girlfriend, then you're not allowed to match with anyone on the app. So they will, like, suspend your account for, like, a specific time. So you're not allowed to, like, swipe on other people while you're actively in a relationship. I think that's what they mean by this. That is interesting. But yeah, not only in Japan, but I've heard that recently there's also been, like, a rise in professional matchmaking services where you pay for a package and then they like, it's all very, like, you actually have to, like, sign up. It's the same way they take, like, official information. They take the photo for you, and then they basically make sure that there's no fraud, and then they will only match you with people in your, like, you can specify what type of, the income of people you want to be matched with, the age of people that you want to be matched with, and then they'll match you with, like, serious people. So basically the whole concept is that it's more formal and less fraudulent, I guess, than just going on, like, a dating app where you don't know if you're being catfished or you don't know if, like, people are lying. I think that's the idea behind it. That's good, at least, but, like, why the government? I think it's because, they're, like, very desperate to, because the marriage rates yearly, I have learned, are dropping really, really bad. Like, there's more single people now than ever. So I think the government is trying to increase the low marriage rates and in turn also increase, like, the low birth rates by doing this, because I don't know if you'll be more likely to be successful looking for someone on a professional matching app than an app like, I don't know, Tinder. Actual competitive rank dating. I've never tried a dating app, so I don't know. But I do know friends who have met their future partners on dating apps, so it's not impossible. Welcome. How are you doing? What is a handsome tax? Recently got a 90% discount because I had beef between my teeth during my picture. I don't know, would you guys try out a professional matchmaking service? It's not even just one app. Apparently there's multiple. Like multiple like municipalities or like multiple areas has one. The one I just read out was for Tokyo, but I think a couple more of them have them too. Interesting. I don't know. I guess if you... No, you guys wouldn't? Contrary to popular belief, you can in fact meet people and fall in love on your own. I don't know. I think that if it wasn't too expensive and it was something that I really, really wanted for myself, like this is like the goal in my life is to start a family, I think I'd be willing to give it a shot, but because that is not my goal in life, so I'm not I'm not really into it, but I could see how it will be used for people, because sometimes do you guys all have that one friend who you love them, but they just don't pick the right people? Because I have that one friend. Like, sometimes you just don't pick the right ones. And you can tell that they're not a good picker, so some people would benefit from having, like, other people pick for you. So I don't think there's, like, a benefit to, like, matchmaking services. Yeah, we all have that one friend. It's like, oh, girly. You give the same advice to your friends. Yeah. Oh, and it's rough because you can't... You don't want to, like, overly intrude in their life by being like, just break up. Like, literally, just break up. Because you don't want to be too intrusive. It is still their choice. Like, all you can do is give advice. You can't get mad if they don't take it. But at the same time, it's like, like, I'm allowed to be mad internally. None of my friends are good pickers. Yeah, I do have a couple of friends who I've unfortunately watched fall into... Pothole? Pothole? Is that what it's called? Fall into, like, pothole after pothole. It's not great. And I do feel like they would benefit from having someone pick for them. I would want to try it if it's like get a new friend who has the same interests as you and matches your gungun ganga. Oh my goodness, I have always wanted a dating app, but like for friends. I know that there's such a thing called Bumble BFF, but I don't know if I want to try it. But is there such a thing? Is there something else other than Bumble BFF where you can, like, it's a dating app but for friends? Cause I'd be into it, honestly. I don't know if I necessarily want to do it alone. Maybe I'll like pull my roommate to do it with me, but it sounds like it could be a vibe. I don't know. But I mean, I am also a firm believer of like the best friendships and relationships do happen naturally, so I don't really know if I want to just join communities for the interests you want friends for. Yes, but a lot of VTubers don't live in Japan, Fade. It's unfortunate. It really is. It really is. Yeah, you just join communities. Do you guys mean like Discord communities, or are they like physical communities? I'm also not a good picker. I don't have enough data to determine if I'm a good picker or not. We don't have enough data for that research. I've never ever been in like a super bad... Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in like a very, oh, that's a red flag situation. Yeah, everything I've ever been in is just like, you just lose feelings after a while situation. So maybe I am not that of a good picker. Not a lot that I know live in Japan. And I feel like a lot of people who are here long term do kind of have like girlfriends. And also, they have to not only live in Japan, it has to be Tokyo, because I do know a couple of VTubers who live here, but they're in like Hokkaido, and I'm like, that is a cold place, and it's very far away. Yeah, in her area. Yeah. Our VTubers want to go to Japan eventually. Yeah, I don't see a lot of them right now, though. Those alarm bells in the beginning. I get it though. Sometimes you just see everything through the rose-colored glasses. I have definitely been the I can fix him girly at one point. But that was only when I was really, really young, and I never actually got into a relationship when I was young. Like, my first relationship was... Wait, you girlies gotta have to do some math. I think it was 21. So I'm a little bit late on that one. I was never really like I said, I was confessed to before, but I never really did things. It never really turned into anything. Herman Hughes, yeah, we had such a good time. I do like to actively try to meet VTubers whenever they come to Japan. The problem is it's a little bit of an awkward question to ask because when it comes to meeting other VTubers, you never really want to like cross a boundary, you know? Like I don't want to be like, let's meet up when they're like, oh, I don't really want to do that. You know, because it's possible. You don't always want to like meet people in person. So whenever I see VTubers coming to Japan, I always want to tell them, whoa, let's meet up. Because I'm casual and stupid about things like that. But then I get very awkward because I'm like, oh no, I hope I didn't overstep anyone's boundaries. We had a really good time though. I hope Hio comes back soon. I want to hang out. It was a good time. I didn't get to go to karaoke with the group because on the day I know that they went to karaoke with Triggerfish as well, and I wanted to go, but it just so happened that I had plans that day, and I was like, no, I wanted to go so bad. Unfortunate. It's okay. I will find girlies who will karaoke with me. If you go to someone's area and want to meet them, do you just casually drop that you're going there? Are you talking about me? Like, would I casually drop that you're going there? Like, for example, if I were to go to the Philippines, are you asking if I would be like, going to the Philippines, who wants to meet up? Is that the question? Yeah, because I know that they're in Japan as well. And they were just meeting up that day, and then I had plans. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would like tweet it out publicly. I think I would just like DM people who I want to meet if I know they're there. Cause I feel like it's a little bit awkward when I tweet something like that and then I have like 50 people responding and I'm like, oh, well now, I can't meet all 50 of you. And then it turns into a bit of like a, what's the word? Favoritism situation, and I don't want people to like feel bad that, oh, I offered, but she didn't hang out with me. What's up with that? You know, like I don't want to turn it into that, so I normally... Oh, like closer replies to mutuals. That is also an option. That is also an option. But counterpoint, I don't think I was mutuals with Hio when I asked. I think we might have become... Were we moods before that or were we moods after that? I don't remember. I did not remember. The brain cells. Yeah, that was the point of my question. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would definitely depend on the country. It would also depend on how long I'm gonna go there. I wonder if I would ever travel. What country would I go? I haven't been on an overseas vacation in a super long time, by the way. The last time I was in a country that wasn't Japan or wasn't my home country was in... Oh. Oh my goodness, it might be much further back than I thought. Oh, it might have been middle school. I think I went to Thailand once in middle school. And that's the most I can remember. Ever since then, I've either just been in Japan or I've just been home. Oh, it's been like a really long time. Come to Aussie land. I do have a couple of friends in Australia. Oh my goodness, you guys remember when I went home for my trip on the exact same day that I flew off? Kiona came to Japan. I was so mad because Kiona was tweeting that she was going to Japan and I was like, girly, when? And then she DM'd me and it was the same day that I was leaving. It's okay, just be calm and collected. I was so mad. Not even the first time this has happened, honestly. There's a couple of times that my friends message me like, Aera, you want to hang out? And I'm like, oh, I'm not home during those days. I am not home. You're living in a different place. Yeah, so I've never really felt the urge to go on like an overseas vacation. Because for me, just vacationing within the country is fun. Because I haven't even like visited all of the prefectures yet. Okay, for thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time as well. Because there's 48 prefectures, 48. And I've never been to Hokkaido. I've never been to Okinawa. I haven't been to Sendai. I didn't know why Sendai came up. I haven't been to Kanazawa. So whenever I want to go on like a trip or a vacation, I just travel internally. So I've never really been like, ooh, I want to go overseas. I don't know where I would go if I were to go. Also, you know, this whole being scared of planes thing, it generally also stops me from going to countries that are too far. You should go to Nikko. I did go to Nikko. I went, did I show you the, wait, were you the one who I showed like the hockey photos to? That was like last time. Oh, Fukushima, I've not gone. Well, Jeremy, I went and then we were talking about the hockey team for Nikko. We had this conversation, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Florius, welcome. How are you doing? I was talking about how I saw the ice bucks and like a whole bunch of things because I was at Nikko. But no, I didn't go to the arena, I didn't. I've lived in my area for over 20 years. I haven't visited any. Yeah, when people tell me, hey, I'm going to Ireland, where would you recommend? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. What's fun? I don't know. I didn't know how to show my own homeland. Like, what? Huh? I'm so bad. I'm so bad at being like people's tour guides. But I think you also in general just see your own homeland as being not so fun. Like when I first came to Japan, my roommate was like asking me, do you want to go anywhere? Because I'll take you. And then I'll be like, oh, I want to go to Akihabara. And they're like, why? I'm like, because you don't get it. You don't get it. Because, you know, and now that I've been here for about 2 to 3 years, I get it. Because for the most part, it is kind of just like a normal town. There is Steam, Locomotive, retired warship, or some historical site that sounds interesting, and we can go to some sports. I feel like I want to do more vacations like that, but I'm just not very good at doing my research all that much. I do think locomotives are super cool though. When I went on a trip to, I think it's called Yugawara, but it might be Kinugawa. It's one of those two. They had a steam train. And it's apparently one of the only living steam trains in Japan, and you got to see them. You got to like ride the steam train. I was like, oh, steam train! Ooh, Walmart! Ooh, I would love to go to a Walmart. Ugh. I want to have my very first Walmart experience. Can someone take me to Walmart? I've been to Costco, but we don't have Walmart here. Based on Mount Fuji, I know that exact campsite. I've done glamping, but I haven't really done camping before. So hello, hey Jade, welcome. Do you have a name you want me to call you? I feel like I'm not reading your name right. Yeah, no, we don't have Walmart. We only have Costco, which is. But did I tell you guys I bought an entire beef tongue? Huge. I bought an entire beef tongue at Costco for 3,800 yen. It was 800 grams. So now there's just a whole tongue in my fridge. It was good though. It's good. I also bought. No, I already talked about this. I already talked about how I bought 800 grams of chicken feet for $300. For 300 yen. When are you gonna use it? We had half of it. We had half of it as yakiniku, and then we have the other half with the tongue for it. Yakiniku. You just grill it. You just cut it into little circles and then you grill it. Oh, so good, so good. It's rough, is it? Let me show you guys beef tongue. Isn't it thick and chewy? You gotta cut it really thin. You gotta cut it really thin, and depending on the part of the tongue, some of them are chewier than others. So the parts that are really, really chewy tend to get cut thin, and the parts that are not get cut a little bit thicker. You just gotta know which part of it to cook. Is there any part of is there any photo that's not like raw? Because I feel like that's gonna gross some of you out. Is there like just a normal photo? But yeah, it's pretty normal. It just looks like normal beef. I mean, when you buy the whole tongue, it does look like a tongue. But after you cut it, it's pretty normal. It just looks like meat. But yeah, you just cut it real thin. It's good. It's good. And then you just grill it. Salt, pepper, grill, sauce. Perfect. Ooh, Ikea for meatballs. Who cooks the tongue? My roommate cut it up and then I cooked it. Cause I know the exact time, cause beef tongue cannot be cooked for too long. Like, you can't have it well done. It destroys it. So I know the exact time to pull it off the grill. Slayboy could never. Well done. Congratulations. Oh, cook it in a sauce. I've never cooked it in a sauce. But so the part about it being kind of gross, when we were preparing it, we actually like watched a video. Apparently you have to like cut out a lot of like the tendons and a lot of the. What is kekkan in English? What is kekkan in English? I can do this, Seion Aera. Blood vessels! You gotta cut out the blood vessels. If not, when you eat it, there'll be like this, like, it's a very gamey taste. So you gotta actually, like, you can't just like grill the tongue. You gotta cut out all the parts before you slice it up. But yeah, we did it pretty good. It tasted really good. So we got that for 3,800 yen. And then I bought an entire salmon. I think it was 1.5 kgs worth of salmon for 6,000 yen. Also very huge. Let's see. It was very big. I had a very good time with it. It's bigger than my head. Let me find a photo online so you guys can get a rough estimate of how big this is. Yeah, the blue vessels. Yeah. It's like a huge salmon. we got I think it's 1.5 for about 6,000 yen, so maybe 45 USD. A lot. We have it all cut and portioned. It's all cut in portions, so it's currently in the freezer. So sometimes if we feel like having salmon, sashimi, or sushi, we just like kind of bring it out. Yeah, it's pretty cheap considering how much it is. I mean 1.5 is quite a lot. If you were to eat that much in like a sushi place or anywhere else, I would assume it would be a lot more expensive. Cause this is sashimi grade. So it's not like just a normal food salmon. It's a type that you can eat raw if you want to. Very huge. What else did I buy? I wanted to buy a whole chicken, but my roommate has banned me from eating whole chickens ever since that one time I had a whole chicken and it turned green. So that happened. And they are very against me buying whole chickens ever again. Seeming great for... Yeah, it's pretty good. The chicken incident. Yeah, so I wanted to buy a whole chicken, but they said no. Fortunate. What else did we buy at this Costco? I think I just bought some, like, a couple of fish to make. Yeah, we just bought, like, a whole bunch of very, very big foods. The chicken incident. Yeah, I really wanted to get a whole chicken. My roommate was like, no, you can't. You can't do that, girlie. You're banned. You're banned. Not really, thank you. Man, how was I supposed to know my chicken would turn green? Oh, no. Wait, I remember one more thing we bought. Ooh, okay. This is still in my fridge. And low-key, I'm kind of worried if it's still good or not. But I will just believe that it is. It's very huge. There is this, like, huge... Why is this photo so low quality? Can I have a higher quality photo, please? They sold this, like, very, very huge mango crunch yogurt cake. And we have decided to partake in it. No, this is not my mango crunch yogurt cake. Where is it? All I'm getting is images from other YouTubers. Please! It's so huge. Okay, I'm just gonna use this photo. There's like a dog on it. There's a dog on this photo. I'm guessing it's because it's someone's thumbnail. We will ignore the dog for the purposes of this presentation. Okay. There's a dog on it. It's just this really, really huge mango cake. And then we also bought this for, I think, 20 bucks. It is still in the fridge. I'm kind of worried that it's been out maybe a little bit too long. Very good cake, though. Very good cake. What the dog doing? Why is it just a dog? I think this is someone's, like, short thumbnail or something. This is the dog. Why is there a cake in my dog photo? But yeah, Costco desserts are so huge. There's like a 2-kilogram tiramisu. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, will be like a very, very fun stream idea. You know, I just eat an entire 2 kg tiramisu and the stream only stops when I finish it or throw up. It's just in the fridge. Half of it is in the fridge, half of it is in the freezer. Hello, fast, welcome. How you doing? Can you imagine? I don't think we've ever done like a eating stream where I just eat like a whole bunch of food. We've done like a spicy food challenge, but not really like an eating challenge where I just eat as much food as humanly possible. One of my friends once did a stream where she tried to eat as many nuggets as she could. I think she managed to get to like 34. I feel like I could do more than 34. I'm just saying. I feel like Seion Aera could do at least 40 nuggets. 50? Do you think I could eat 50? Ooh, what if we changed strats? What if we blended the nuggets into like a smoothie? And then we could just like, we could eat it with a straw. Wrong, no, denied. But what if nugget smoothie? No, you can't. You ate a whole chicken. That is also true, but I didn't eat the whole chicken on my own. Only did 38. Yeah, what if I blended it with the sauce? Tiramisu is super rich. Also, if there's any trace of alcohol in it, the first bite will knock me out. Oh, Nakako, I'm gonna need you to close your ears and your eyes. You think it's your last? Wait, do you guys think I'm a small eater? Do you guys think I'm a small eater? I need to know this. Can we get little big shaved nuggets? How? How? How's that? Let's look it back. You ate a ravenous beast. You are! Ah. You assumed I was? No, but not like a 38 nuggies appetite. Really? Was I here already? You were. We were just talking about school and being a prefect. That height being a small eater. Oh, is that relevant? Salary, like do you grow taller because you eat a lot? Is that Is that like is that true or is it just a myth? I know there's this like myth that like if you drink a lot of milk you'll go taller. You'll go taller. That's not true, right? That adds short-term memory loss. My defense, I don't know you. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, tall people do need to eat more. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay, okay. It's still genetics, but you can tickle the most out of your potential with proper nutrition. Okay. But tall people do need to eat, but not that much, right? Like, is there really that much of a difference between someone who's 170 versus someone who's 175? Like, is there that much of a difference height-wise, or? Hi, Robert Rico. How are you doing? Is the necessary calories that much? Because I feel like I do have friends who are taller than me that eat very little, but I also can think of people smaller than me who eat a lot. No, I don't think I could eat a 4.4 pound tiramisu, but I do tend to smash buffets. Like, I'm always the last one standing in a buffet. I'm always the one where everyone's like, I can't do this, I'm gonna puke. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna order like one more steak. But I also feel like that might less be about me being a big eater and more of like my mom instilling this thing in me that's like, when we're at a buffet, you gotta eat until you throw up. Because, you know, she's like, don't waste the money. Don't waste the money. And I'll be like, okay. So I've been trained to eat a lot in buffets, like a lot. One more, the last buffet I went to, I think I had like 8 steaks. Yeah. Didn't throw up though. But someone else that was with me did throw up. I don't know, I feel like I've never ever thrown up from eating too much. I have always only ever thrown up from being car sick, or I've thrown up from having stomach flu. Have you been trained to avoid the filler fruits? No. I will have my steak with rice. My mom hates it. My mom would never allow me to do it. Like, if you're having all you can eat, she'll always be like, you can't have rice. You can't have rice. Thanks for follow, DJ Lucas. Welcome. How are you doing? But with my roommate doesn't really mind, so I will eat it with rice. And if there's pasta, I will be getting the pasta. So I'm pretty good. It's always worth it to take me to like an all-you-can-eat place, because I will definitely eat my share, and I will eat a little bit more than my share just to make the money worth it. But yeah, I've never really thrown up from eating too much. You're still packing 6. Yeah. Of course, I don't eat like this normally. It's only when we go to buffets and there's like this pressure to eat as much as you can to make the money worth it. And I can a lot of steaks can fit in the Seion Aera. Hello, Iron Valerius, welcome. How are you doing? I'm talking about how I can eat a lot. I feel like I can. She will poop and eat more. Yeah, and then oh my goodness, do you guys ever like go to the toilet in the middle of a buffet? Cause I do. That's like one of my strategies. Like, I will go to the toilet and I'll take a dump. And then I'll come back and be like, my stomach is cleared. And then I'll have like 2 more steaks. It works. It works. It works. And if it doesn't work, if you don't feel the urge to go to the bathroom, drink some milk. And then your stomach will start to like gurgle. Or if you're lactose intolerant, even better. Just grab some cheese and then go to the bathroom and then let it all out and then eat more. That is the strat. That is the buffet strat. That is how you are min-maxing your buffets. Follow me for more tips. Stay on A, money's worth. Yeah. Sometimes I do manage to get through it without. It depends if cause some buffets have time limits and some don't. If it's a buffet with a time limit, I tend to not go to the bathroom. But if there's no time limit, then I will put in 1 bathroom break. Just so that I can make sure to maximize on my profits. What are your thoughts on a single serving of grilled chicken but unlimited serving of rice and soup? I wouldn't call it a buffet, but there's a lot of lunch places here that actually do that. You order a main and then you can have as much rice and soup as you want. I think that's pretty normal. I do like it, but I tend to not ask for a second serving of rice. I don't know. If it's not a buffet and it's just like a normal lunch place, I'll just eat until I'm full and then not eat anything more. Welcome. How are you doing? Would you do 100 nuggies challenge? I don't know if I could do 100. I mean, I would attempt it though. I would attempt it. But yeah, in Japan there actually is a lot of lunch places that automatically offer you like free flow rice and soup. It's mostly only like a lunch thing though. But when I'm talking about like buffets, I'm talking about like hotel buffets or like yakiniku where it's like normally $50 to $100 a head. So you gotta make it really worth it. And if you guys ever need Seion Aera, just bring Seion Aera because I will eat as much as 2 people. Pretty confident in that one. Yeah, let me drink some water. I like it though. I like being a big eater. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I feel like I can never really. I mean, I don't eat a lot of things normally. I mean, you guys do hear stories of when it's like, oh, I forgot to eat breakfast today, or I forgot to eat lunch, so I skipped it. It's only if I'm like, there's the time pressure, like I have to eat a lot, then yes, I can eat a lot. When necessary, I can eat a lot. Oh, it's to see how close you can get. Oh, I think I could do it. Let me see. Okay, let's look at my Uber real quick. Let me see how much it is to buy that many nuggets. I feel like it might be expensive, but let's see. If I don't eat what I don't eat, my roomie will probably eat though. Let's see. Because I feel like if I don't do fries or anything else, I could eat like a good amount. Because I do remember a certain incident where I ate 20. Because there's this thing in Japan called the Potenage Tokudai set. And there was one time, wait, let me see if I can find it on the menu. Oh, they don't have it. Oh, it's 1,000 yen for 15. Oh, JK, welcome. I don't know if they have it in Japan. That's the issue. So, okay, so it's 1,000 yen for 15 pieces. So, if I have 5,000 yen, that will be 15 times 5. 15 plus 15 is 30. 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 plus. So for 5,000 yen, I can buy 75 nuggets. That sounds okay. Lyra, welcome. Have a safe trip home. But yeah, they have this sets called the Potenage Dai and Potenage Tokudai sets. And there was one time where my roomie and I, Potenage, let me look at the actual types. Tokudai. And it's like a steal because it's only 10,000 and I think they give you like 20 nuggets. No, not 10,000, it's only 1,000 and they give you like 20 nuggets. Tokudai Nanko. I forgot how many nuggets they give you. Makudon potato tokudai, maku potato ermiko to magu nugget 15. Right, okay, sorry. So here's the story. There is 2 types of potato nugget sets that you can get. One is the dai, which you get 1 L-sized potato and 10 nuggets. The other one is the tokudai, which is 2 L-sized potatoes and 15 nuggets. So there was one time where we ordered the dai set, which is the smaller one. But the staff made a mistake and she gave the tokudai one, which we ordered 2, so it was 4 L-sized potatoes and 30 nuggets. And we didn't want to say anything because she was obviously a trainee and we felt like if we had said something, she might have gotten like yelled at, and we got more food than we wanted anyway. So we were like, So we took home 4 L-sized potatoes and like 30 nuggets. And the worst part about this is we had already eaten dinner at this point. Oh my goodness, Fade
tipped $50. I'm thinking nuggies ooh.
Thank the poppies for Shinigami, welcome! How are you doing? Do you like just chatting? What do you like chatting about? We're currently talking about how many McDonald's nuggets I could possibly eat. Fading! And he has text-to-speech. We do have text-to-speech. I'm thinking nuggies. Wee woo. Wait, I want to fish. It seems like we have unlocked a special area and now I would like to fish, please. So, yeah, we had to eat 4 potatoes. Why am I calling them potatoes? What are they called in English? Fries! We had to eat 4 packs of L-sized fries and 30 nuggets after already having had dinner. And I think I did not bad in that situation. So I'm pretty confident. I don't know, I wouldn't be able to eat 100. I know that for a fact. But I feel like if... Okay, wait. Is there a time limit? Is there a time limit for this in the concept? Playing a game and recorded the boss battle. Is it Silk Song? Because my brain cells. Is it just called potato? Yeah. It's called like fried potato. But in the menu, it just says potato. So like, when I was looking at the menu, it translated in English in my brain cells. Sorry, they're called fries. I get it in Spanish, usually just say papas. Papas en los pantalones. Baño rapido. Not as good when cold. I have an air fryer, so I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll just heat it up in the air fryer. A large fries, not even 1 large fry. 4 large fries. 4. I eat so much food, so much food. I don't think I've ever eaten so much that I've thrown up. I feel like after I hit my limit, I can go for like a little bit more, and then I know that at some point, like, I know the exact moment where, like, if I eat the next bite that I will throw up. I know the exact limit. I'm like, if I eat this final steak, I'm going to puke. But I think it's because I know my limits so well that I can normally just eat a lot of food without ever throwing up. My roommate always says that it's very easy to tell when I'm not feeling well. My mom says the same thing because if I eat very, very little at a dinner, they immediately know I'm not feeling well. Because it's like, girlie, you normally eat twice as much. What is going on with you? I've eaten so much I nearly caca in my pantalones. That has never happened to me. Eating so much you feel like perishing? No, but that's the best feeling though. When you've gone to a barbecue? No, when you go to a buffet and someone else pays for you and you just get to eat and eat and eat. I mean, sure, you're gonna regret it in about 3 hours, but you just get to eat and eat and eat. Oh, I love it. Ooh, the only buffets that I'm very, very weak at are sweets buffets. I cannot do sweets buffets. There is a brand of sweet buffet here called Sweets Paradise. It is all you can eat cake for 2,500 yen. So that's about maybe like 18 USD, about there. And I can't do it. Because I just can't eat that many sweets. I've never really been a sweets person, even though I do like sweets, but not... I can only eat sweets in moderation, so sweets have never really been my thing. But the good thing about Sweets Paradise is they do also... Oh my goodness, wait, the cheapest plan for a Sweets Paradise buffet is 1,700... What? All you can eat sweets for 1,700 yen? What is this in USD? You can eat all you can eat cakes for 1150 USD. That is wild. If you guys are cake lovers and you come to Japan, Sweets Paradise, they have it pretty much everywhere. So you won't have too many troubles finding them. They also always do like collabs with different anime series. Like recently they had one with what's the name of that show? What's the name of that show in English? What is Kusuriya no Hitorikoto in English? Apothecary Diaries! Ah! I'm smart. They recently had one with Apothecary Diaries. But yeah, fun sweet place. But anyway, I can't do it. That's the only one I can't do. They do also give all you can eat pasta though, which is pretty okay. Cause I would normally just eat as much pasta as I could possibly eat. But my roommate is definitely better at me than eating as many foods. No, I haven't been to Super Nintendo World. It's still, you can't really go unless it's I think it's still under balloting. Like you have to ballot for a spot. So I don't think so. Let me look it up though. But I do believe it's still a balloting system. Oh no, it's in, this is the one in Universal Studios Japan. Oh. Then no, I have not been. Sorry, I'm thinking about the Nintendo studio in Kyoto. The one that recently opened. The Nintendo Museum. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong one. Yeah, the Nintendo Museum is still under balloting. Yeah, they're now accepting drawing entries for December 2025. But no, I actually haven't been to Universal Studios Japan yet. Her body feels weird after eating so much sugar. Yeah, so normally what you would do is you would have like a plate of cakes, and then you would take a plate of pasta and then a plate of cakes. So you're always transiting in between the sweet and the salty, just so that you don't get bored of it too often. I love sweets, but cakes are a little bit much for me. I eat a slice or two and I'm done. Yeah! It's why I don't only go to Sweets Paradise, because I feel like it's not really all that worth it. But then again, if it's only like $11 for all you can eat cakes, then I guess it's not that bad. You really only have to eat a few slices to make it worth it. It is pretty good though. Man, I should recommend you guys more like food places when you come. I feel like I always recommend, when you guys ask me for like Japan recommendations, I always mention like places. I should recommend some food places. I know some pretty good ones. Depending on how much you guys want to eat. What kind of cakes? I normally go for mousse cakes because I don't really like things with too much buttercream or too much like the breading inside. I like to go for mousse cakes, and I like to go for tarts. Anything that has fruits, I am there. I do not like the fruit cake in the sense of, the ones they have at Christmas, the European fruit cakes. I don't really like those. But any other fruit tarts or anything that has fruits with it, oh, yes. I can eat a lot of pumpkin pie. I have never had pumpkin pie. I don't know how I feel about pumpkin, but if I had to put it on a tier list, I would say it's like a C tier. I do enjoy cheesecakes as well. Yeah, Slayboy, you need to come to Japan. When? You guys all need to come to Japan. I'm lonely. Why are there so little people here? Wow. I'm working really hard though. I'm working really hard to expand the people I know here. It's working. Have you tried carrot cake? I have tried carrot cake bracket food, but not carrot cake bracket dessert. On a food tour? Sounds very good. So many things here are so good. You guys definitely have to go to Yakiniku as well. There's just so many good food places. The only thing about food places is sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to weave a specific food place into your, I can say this word, into your itinerary. Because I know that most people already have like a set amount of places they want to go. And in most touristy places, they already have like some pretty touristy food places. So it's kind of hard to specifically single out a place that you want to go to. Close it up, good job. Thank you for the reset, Marco. Ooh, 6 months. We're at a half-year anniversary. So the girl half-year anniversary. Carrot cake is really good. I've never had carrot cake bracket dessert. Oh, I also don't like sweet potato. We just entered the autumn season, so right now there's so many limited edition foods that incorporate sweet potato and pumpkin, and I'm not for it. I don't like it. If there's vegetables, I do not vibe with vegetables that are sweet. So, pumpkin, sweet potato, corn. Sweet potato, corn. It's weird to me, like, why is it sweet? Why? And I also have a personal vendetta against sweet potatoes because every single time I go to a steakhouse and they're like, oh, we don't serve fries, we have sweet potato fries. I'm like, I'm just very mad. I'm just very mad at places who serve sweet potato fries as a default. Because what do you mean? What do you mean I can't have french fries? How dare you even suggest that? I don't hate... Do I hate yam? It depends on how the yam is presented to me. Because you can get a thing here that's called like taro, and I think they do put it in bubble tea sometimes. And it's not bad. Like, it's kind of like how tapioca can be used in a dessert. So it's not bad, but I wouldn't just like eat a yam in my mouth. One time a local ice cream shop had sweet potato ice cream. Oh. It's not it. That's not it. I don't... You don't like it when it's called sweet potatoes. What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you telling me they're the same vegetable? I'm pretty sure it's not. Hold on, let me Google it. Yams and sweet potatoes are different root vegetables, though often confused in North America. Ah! Cause to me, here I think taro and yakiimo are different things. Yeah, cause taro imo and I know this doesn't really make sense to people, but as far as Japan, they are completely different things. They're also used in different meals. Like you wouldn't see yam sweet potatoes. But you do see yams being used in like desserts. Taro, what's it called? It's like taro. Oh yeah, these. Oh, I love these. Wait. Wait, do you guys know this? Taro. Please let this be a thing. Please don't let me be dumb. Yes. Okay. Okay. You guys see these? Wait, I'm bringing it up. Okay, have you guys ever had this? Cause the pearls are made from tapioca, and then these things you see at the side, they're made from taro, which is I'm assuming yam in English. Very good. I don't know why. I didn't really like this as a child, but as an adult, I've kind of come to appreciate a little bit more now. I guess I've never seen this before. Anyone? This is really good. It's in a syrup, and so it's very, very sweet. And I really like it. It's called douhua. I don't know what it's called in English. Let me figure it out. In English, it is called sweet tofu pudding. Yes. Very good. 10 over 10. Is it silken tofu? It's... Yes, I think so. See, I know what it is in Chinese. I don't know what it is in English. I think it is called tofu pudding. So I think it is tofu. Yes, that's the one, Key. It's good. It's really, really good. And you can put pearls and like other toppings in it. Oh, this has made me really hungry now. It's really good. This is the only one that I don't mind eating, but other sweet potato desserts and things with corn or pumpkin in them. Not a fan. Oh yeah, they have it get served hot as well. You can kind of choose. I normally get it cold in summer and then hot in winter. You only eat bread and salt for lunch and it's 10 p.m. Go get some food. So Hallow's second coolest person. Do you know who the first coolest person is? Pumpkin is not sweet. Wait, so how do you eat pumpkin then? I've had pumpkin before as a soup, and it was sweet, and my brain didn't really comprehend what was happening there. Sweet soups feel cursed. Are you a fan of hamburger steak? I am, but if I had to choose between hamburger steak and normal steak, I would choose normal steak. My roommate is the complete opposite. If they had to choose between a steak and a hamburger steak, they would still choose a hamburger steak, which is a wild choice to me. Is it really not? I don't know, do you just use a lot of cayenne? I always thought that pumpkins were sweet. Big follow back. How we do? Do you think pumpkins are sweet? I think they are. Which fast food place is the best gravy? Easy. Jollibee. Next question. But I also feel like Jollibee is one of the only places I know that has gravy. Jollibee mentioned, I miss it so much. I need some Jollibee in my life. Pumpkin is a lot of variety, but straight up pumpkin is disgusting. I've had it in soup, and I've had it in... You know, like, I've had it in, wait, pumpkin... There was one time I ordered a Doria. Do you guys know what a Doria is? And then they put pumpkin in it, and I was like, ah. But then, because I didn't want to waste food, and I don't hate it that much, I did kind of eat it. But it was still weird. It was still weird. I'm just going to vegetable Doria. Doria is kind of like cream, and it's like baked cream rice? No, sorry, that's... No, that is a Doria. Yes, okay, it's baked cream rice. And they sometimes put vegetables in it, and this one had pumpkin in it. So it was a weird choice. There's a lot of stuff. No, but I had it just as it was. Because the pumpkin itself was in the meal. And it was as I had it as like sides. Wait, Coco's chicken steak. Yeah, okay, this is the exact one. Okay. So there's like family restaurants, right? Where you would go and have food sometimes. And there's this one that I used to have pretty near me called Coco's. And they had a chicken steak dish that would be served with some vegetables on the side. It's exactly like this. And you can see that they just put pumpkin in it on the sides. And it's so sweet. It's so sweet. I don't know why it's so sweet, but it is. It's literally just a bag of boiled vegetables. Yeah, it was straight up pumpkin. I don't think they cared enough to spice it, because everything else literally had no flavor. The broccoli tasted like nothing. The corn I didn't eat. The beans I didn't eat. Yeah, and then the pumpkin was sweet, so I was like, ah. Huge. Sweet baby corn. I did not do the corn. I was not for it. What will make you not eat a meal? If there's corn in it. If there's corn in it, because there's a lot of things I will accept, but corn being in a meal is I can't. It also depends on like the social situation. Like if I'm with someone I want to impress, like maybe I'm in a professional situation, or I'm in a situation where I'm meeting I don't know, like maybe you're meeting your partner's parents and your partner's mom made you a meal, for example. If there's broccoli or other foods on the plate, like vegetables I don't like if there's Brussels sprouts or broccoli or pumpkin, I will still eat it because I'm trying to be polite and respectful, right? Like I don't wanna be disrespectful to someone who has made me a meal, so I'll just hold my breath and eat it. But corn is the only food that I cannot do that. No matter the social situation and no matter how scared I am of being viewed negatively, if there is corn on the plate, I have to reject it. Like, I have to be like, I'm sorry, I can't eat this. If it's just like a little bit, I can still push it off to the sides. But if it's baked into the meal, like let's say potato salad. If there's just like corn in the potato salad or corn on the pizza, I can't. I just have to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't eat this. I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude, but I just really can't eat this. That is the only food. Everything else, somewhat, I can tolerate when being served. Because I'm very picky, but I'm also not very squeamish, I guess. So even if they were to serve me a food that I'd never seen before or don't know what it is, I'd still be like, yeah, I'll put it in my mouth. But when I'm alone or like I don't really have any social pressure, like I'm just having a meal with my roommate, I wouldn't eat the broccoli, I wouldn't eat the beans, I wouldn't eat the corn, I wouldn't eat the pumpkin. I'm always open to try something once. I will try anything once. But once I strongly decide that I dislike something, I will never try it ever again. Soup of small amounts, no. See, this is a concept that I think people who do not have very strong opinions in certain foods do not understand. If the item you hate is in the dish, you will get the taste of it. This is the same thing for people who hate spring onions. If there is even 3 spring onions in your soup, you can taste it. If you don't hate the food, you might think, well, it's only 3. There's no way you can taste. You can. It does taste of it. Thanks for welcome, so welcome. Thanks for welcome. How you guys doing? Sorry, I'm gonna rant about how no matter if it's an item, if it's a food item that only has like 1 little corn, I can taste it, okay? Me when olives and peas, yeah, exactly. And I hate it when, sometimes, like, people will be like, just take it out. I'm like, you don't get it. It has already tainted the food. The taste is already there. It doesn't matter if I take it out. It's already in there. There's nothing I can do about it. That's why I always have to send back. If it's, I normally try to never be like, oh, this is the wrong order, or oh, I'm sorry, I asked for this without, like, for example, if it's lettuce, and if I ask for something without lettuce and they give me lettuce, it's kind of like, oh, it's fine. I'll just take out the lettuce. It's no big deal. But if I ask for something without corn and they give it to me with corn, no matter how scared I am, I will still have to be like, excuse me, I'm so sorry, but I asked for this without corn. The good thing about Japan is that everyone is nice, and if you say that you did, they would definitely make you another one, which is huge. They won't like start a fight with you. No, Fady, no, you don't understand. There is nothing in the world that can hide the taste of corn. Nothing. I know because I have tried. We have tried it with ice cream. We have tried it with mayonnaise, seaweed and rice. We tried it with tarantula. We have tried it with sauces. It's always there. The taste is always there. It doesn't get covered up by anything. The taste is too strong. Ice cream, yeah. There is, I think this happened like 3 years ago. We once had this one stream where in an effort... Okay, here's the context. Because whenever I say that I hate corn, people will always be like, oh, no, that's because you only had this corn. You haven't tried it with butter. Or, no, you only hate it because you haven't tried it with sushi, you know? And I'm like, no. You guys don't get it. When I say I hate it with everything. So we did a stream where I got like a whole bunch of different side dishes like butter, I got rice, I got mayonnaise, I got seaweed, we got ice cream. And I would eat corn paired with all of these things. And they were horrible in every single one. I think I remember the ice cream one being the most tolerable. It was somewhat tolerable, but it was still bad. Like, I still wouldn't eat it that way. Well, cornbread doesn't really have like corn in it. It's kind of like cornflakes. Like, I can eat cornflakes and I can eat popcorn, but I feel like that's kind of different. Those are mostly like byproducts of the corn. It's not like eating the actual corn. How are you doing? The only time I've had corn and not hated it is when it was roasted and covered in butter. I can't. I cannot. Ironically, it's kind of funny because yeah, according to my mom, I used to really like corn as a child. So I don't know where the hate, like, I can't pinpoint the exact moment where I started to hate it a lot. But yeah, popcorn is really, really good though. I mean, I do feel like they're different things though. Just because I wouldn't eat tapioca straight out doesn't mean that I wouldn't drink tapioca pearls in my bubble tea, you know? Like, I feel like at that point they are just different. They are just different things entirely. When you saw it in poop, maybe that is not true because I do not look. Do you guys look? I know you do. Disgusting! I do not and will never ever look. I'm not a picky eater, so I'm super curious. I have a friend who hates mushrooms, and it's pretty much the same thing. Like, even if there's like just a little. There's one time we drank a soup, and there was just no mushroom at all in the soup, and then my friend like spit it out and was like, "There's mushroom in this," and I'm like, "Really?" And then we asked the person who made it, and apparently yes, they did use like mushroom essence in the soup broth, and I'm like, man. Well, when I get up, I kind of have to, no looking. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Do you flush before you get up? No, it's like an automatic thing. You stand up and it goes. Do you not check to see if you finished wiping? What does that mean? That's extremely common, yeah, because mushroom is basically umami incarnate. Exactly, so sometimes they get... It's a little bit worse for them, because sometimes they get jump scared with mushroom in soups and, like, places where mushrooms should not be. Like, even though the photo of the food doesn't have mushroom in it. Yeah, they get jump scared with mushroom. For corn, it's not that bad, because I can pretty much immediately tell when a dish has corn in it. So I don't get jump scared by the foods I hate all that much, but my friend has it bad. This is why she got a scab. I'm an aggressive wiper. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes I just don't think that wiping is very clean. I don't know. When given the option, I would always take the water option. I would always take the option of cleaning with water. I don't believe toilet paper does the job, but I will say that's kind of why I'm an aggressive wiper, because you gotta make sure it's not lingering. Like, you gotta make sure that it's clean. And if that takes 10 wipes, then it takes 10 wipes. I do the 3S every morning. Shave. Oh, are you guys morning showerers? I'm a night showerer. I like to shower at night. I like to shower right before going to sleep. I don't know, it makes me feel clean. It makes me feel clean when I shower right before I go into the bed. A night shower, Suzanne. You do morning and night, especially on a school day? Oh! Sorry, I forgot that people leave the house here. Sorry, that's my bad. I don't leave the house, so I only do it like once a night. I don't like showering at night because I sweat in bed and I'm already disgusting when I wake up. Oh, I guess that's fair. But yeah, I feel like if I don't shower before I get into the bed, then I'm just gonna be bringing my sweat and my stink onto my sheets. And no, my bed is my safe space. Oh, I have to because of work, adding cologne and making sure I don't have... Well, I mean, You don't brush your teeth in the morning. I don't know if I would bathe in the morning. The thing about my morning routines is exactly, Jeremy. I try to make sure that I do the least amount of things possible so that I can sleep for the longest amount of time. So I cut out as many non-essentials from my morning routine. For example, eating, taking a bath. In some cases, putting on clothes. See, I have learned, stay with me on this, stay with me. If you put on your clothes at night and then go to bed in your outdoor clothes, then you don't have to waste time in the morning putting on your clothes. You can just wake up, brush your teeth, and go. Just keep that in your head. It's a good idea. It will be a good idea when you think like really hard about it. Can you explain why you're still awake at 4 a.m.? Because I don't have school anymore. Like, I don't have to wake up early anymore. So I just vibe. I just vibe. But back when I still had to, like, wake up early, like, wake up at 7 a.m. for school, yeah. I would have to wake up early. But now I don't have to anymore. Now I'm pretty much just on my own schedule. So I've completely ruined it. It's not that it's in the afternoon. It's whenever I want it to be. But I do try to wake up at least more afternoon-ish. And I don't have to leave the house anymore, so I just have to wake up and drag myself to my computer. But if you sweat in your work clothes, no, but if you sleep in air conditioning, you wouldn't really sweat. And also, you put on deodorant before, you put on like the anti-sweat deodorant before you put on your clothes. And so even if you sweat, you have some nice deodorant. Yeah. Oh, brushing your teeth in the shower, I do that too. I do this as well. Yeah, I used to sleep in my clothes a lot. You can't really do it in winter because, well, actually no, I totally did it in winter. Scratch that. Okay, I did that pretty much anytime. Oh yeah, the uniform needing ironing, that one I understand. If you work in a place where you have to wear like suits or places where you have to have like freshly ironed clothes, then you can't really do that. For me it wasn't that case because for school you just put on like whatever you wanted to put on. So I wouldn't really care if my clothes look crusty or not. I'd just be like, well, it is what it is. Worried about your exercise volume now? Me too! I feel like I need to be more active, but I don't know how to fit activity into my day. There's just too little hours in a day. I guess I could find like a good 30 minutes to take from some places, but I don't know. Oh, you can't go in looking stinky, unfortunately. Slayboy, are you still here? As someone else who also works at home, do you also just attend meetings in your underwear? I need to know. She can walk to 7-Eleven personally. I might do that after stream. I kind of wanna get something. I am kind of hungry. Get a standing desk, but my PC. Oh. Wait, no, I get what you mean. But the way my room is set up, I kind of can't because yeah, my quote unquote office and stream room is in the kotatsu room, so I can't put a proper desk because we both use this room. Yeah, my setup is a little bit complicated, so I can't just like switch to a standing desk. Oh, you still wear clothes because you didn't leave alone. Ah. Do you wear like proper clothes though? Standing desk didn't really do much. My office had a standing desk, so when I was still going to the office, or like when I went the last time I went home, I used a little bit of a standing desk. But I think I also just move more when I'm in the office because sometimes I'll get bored. Or like I will think, someone will ask me a question and then I will think, and then I'll like basically walk in circles around the office to like think about this thing. Whereas at home I can't really do that. I'm kind of like stuck in the chair. And on days like Thursday where I'm stuck in the chair for 10 hours, it's rough. It's rough. Because if I'm working for 10 hours and then I stream for 3 hours, that's 13 hours, right? And then if we take like 2 to 3 hours for the stuff I have to do off stream that isn't necessarily streaming, that's like 16 hours. And then I gotta eat. Hello, good evening, welcome. How are you doing? You're outing all the work from home people. Listen, if you're working from home and putting on like a full outfit, I don't know what you're doing. You have trusty Pikachu pajamas. I should get you. I should get like roomy style pajamas with trains on them. Choo choo vibes. Your dog's will let me say, oh, I miss my dog. Oh, I wish it was here with me. But I know I wouldn't. I know she would not thrive in a dirty environment, so she'd do be better off with my mom. Although my mom has shaved her, so she'd be looking like fried chicken recently. How's stream going? It's going good. I don't know how we've suddenly turned into hygiene practices, but I will say, if you need a tip from Seion Aera, if you want to sleep more in the morning, sleep in your clothes. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. I usually wore a dressing gown and lounge dress for online classes. My classes never really required me to like switch on my camera. Like a lot of professors weren't really strict about it, so I just like wake up and I'd be like, that's time. Thanks for bucket. You can dress in less than 2 minutes? I can't do that. People won't know. They'll just not no. They don't know. They don't. How could they know? How could they know I slept in my clothes? The most they would think is that I didn't iron my clothes, because they will look wrinkly, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't iron my clothes. Which is a lie. It's a lie. I have just slept in them the whole night. I feel like I don't know. I'm not really a night sweater. You take like an hour. Yeah, for me, it depends. Cause if I'm going to school and I'm not looking cute, like I just don't care. I'll just like not do so. No, I don't do that. I don't normally do makeup when I'm just going to school, cause what's the point of looking cute? But if I'm going out, then makeup will take me about 30 to 40 minutes. There's also like a different degree of makeup. Like if I'm going to just like a casual place, I'll put in my contacts and I think for school last time what I used to do is I would put in contacts and then I would do how do I put it in a way that I can't understand? Like I'll put the sunscreen, so just like the base. Huge. But not do any of the full makeup. Thanks for the Rachel Baka. How was your stream? How are you doing? It's not Silk Song today, can you believe that? Because if I'm just doing contacts and like a base cream, it doesn't take that long. It's like 5 minutes. But if I want to do like you gotta do foundation, concealer, eyebrows, eyeshadow, lip, cheek. Like if you're doing the full set, then it takes about 30 to 40 minutes. It's so weird to have so many mods here. I know, this doesn't usually happen. We usually get one if we're really lucky. And then if we're super lucky, the second one will show up about like 2 hours. You got a morning routine that takes half an hour. I wake up at 4 to go to work. Why? Why do you wake up so early? We got free time. Thank you. Thank you for making time in your day for Seion Aera. You guys did choose a good stream to come to though, because I may have a couple of announcements before the end of the stream. I say a couple, but like I've one. So you guys picked the correct stream to come to. Ooh, that is stinky. That do be stinky. I am also pretty stinky. A couple to keep us on our toes. Oh, you got your cookies, huge. Man, I wish I had a talent of like baking. You feel like you distress by waking up early? Do you never get stressed out that you... I get really, really stressed out when I feel like I have to sleep. I don't know. Like, when I think about, oh my goodness, I have to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. That means I have to sleep at 12. And then it will reach 1 a.m. and I'll be like, oh my goodness, it's 1 a.m. Now I only have to sleep for 6 hours. And then it'll be 2 a.m. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's 2 a.m. Now I have to sleep for 5. Like, it stresses me out. I don't know why. And the more I think about it, the more I force myself to wake up early, the more I get stressed out that I have to sleep early. So waking up early has never really been a distress thing for me. I also just don't like sleeping early. There's a brain cell in my head that... Okay, so the only time that I really get to myself to do things that I want to do, like watch a YouTube video or maybe play a little bit of some game. The only time I have to do this is after stream, in between the time where I end stream and when I sleep. That is the only period of leisure activity for me in a day. And there's this part in my brain that doesn't want to sleep early because I feel like if I sleep, then the next day would come. And then the moment the next day comes, I have to do this entire... Wake up, do 8 hours of work, do 3 hours of stream, work on your stuff. And then my leisure time gets cut short the moment I go to sleep. So I try to stay awake for as long as possible. That is the brain... That is how the brain works. Hello, Nova, welcome. Thank you for the sub. Oh my goodness, we have 5 mods today. Something is gonna go wrong. That is not normal. We have 5 mods here. That is what? That is almost everyone. Something is gonna happen today. I know, it's very ominous. I feel weird about this. What are you missing? Carl? Is the only one not here? The mods knew juicy stories were gonna be... Carbs. No, Krabs is here. Krabs is here. He was here at least. A founder badge. Yeah. Yes. Nova goes way back. Nova goes way back. I forgot you have that many. Yeah, I think we have 6-ish. I think I have it assigned to one more as well, but it's more of like a... I collect mod. Is that a lot? Is 6 mods a lot? But I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like it's just right because not everyone shows up to every stream, so it's very scattered. Like Slaypoy will show up to one, and then Hannah will show up to another one, and then Lyra will show up to another. You know, it's like perfectly well scattered. Because the more you guys have, the more mods we have, the less streams you guys have to show up to. Yeah, Noah started in YT. I remember that. Yeah, you guys take turns. It's a lot easier. Oh. I live to serve women. No, it disappeared. No. Hi B, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, everyone's showing up. Key stop. It's funny because I can see it in the... Hello, God, welcome. I can see it in the chat too. You don't say anything, Seion Aera. When did that start? I forgot when this meme started. I do like it though. I do enjoy. I was here for staycation alcohol chocolates. Man, I want to do another off collab so bad. I mean, I don't know how I would do that, but maybe the next time when I go home we can think about it, go back to sleep. This is a very, very long copy pasta meme though. Like, it happened a long time ago. I think I even have a recording of myself saying it. It's somewhere. If you guys search the Discord archives, I think it's somewhere in there. You do? I think I do. Do not. It might be somewhere in there. I don't remember. I feel like I recorded it for something. Was it a birthday? Was it for your birthday? I don't remember. Speaking of birthdays, I think Slaypoy's one is coming up soon. If I remembered correctly, I do believe. Make sure to take alcohol. I always talk about wanting to drink alcohol on stream, and then everyone's like, no, Seion Aera, don't. You guys care about me more than I care about myself. Thanks for following, Yanni, welcome. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I gotta create a channel for you guys to submit karaoke requests. I forgot about that. I will do that after this stream. I really need to turn Slaypo into a Discord mod so that I can make Slaypo do things for me when I forget. Slaypo, can you create a channel? Can you create a channel, please? What age bracket would you put me in? Slaypo gives me 26, 27. Like, job vibes, but also not like married with kids vibes. I would say. Vibes? I don't know, that's a pretty average. No shot. Yeah, I think so. Non-alcoholic alcohol, but I don't like it. I would only drink... I don't think Slaypo is the day over 21, but... Really? Do people start careers later in other countries? I don't know. I feel like most people start their first job when they're like 23. And because I know Slaypo works, so in general, that's the ballpark I would put Slaypo in. Because I know which one of you work and which one of you are still in school. And for me, it's pretty normal for people to start their first job at like 22, 23. So I normally wouldn't guess below 20 for anyone who has a job. I mean, of course, I know it's not everyone, but... And I'm still in school. Yeah, exactly. I was in school for the first half of my 20s as well, so... Say yes, perma-freeze. Yeah! Oh, I can't believe... Oh my goodness, Hannah, I can't believe you graduated. That's so wild to me. I can't believe you graduated. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I was also still in school when I started VTubing. I graduated, I think a year or two into VTubing, I graduated. But I was still in college. I was still in college when I started. Oh my goodness, you're starting work next week! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, I hope you love it. I hope it's like a really good place and it's like a perfect first job. Oh, is it in a field that you were aiming for? Or is it more of like, you're just getting into the workforce? Oh, I hope it's like a really good experience. It's not a, okay, it's okay. No. It's important to just get some work experience. Oh, that's great. Oh, I hope you like it. I hope everyone's super nice and it's like a really, really good work environment. Do you have an age range for me? Fading, I feel, is... Fading gives me 31 vibes, I think. I would say. First paycheck. You're gonna get your first paycheck just in time for Seion A plushie. That's going to be huge. Faye has early 30s vibes. I do get early 30s vibes, but it's also because I have a couple of friends who are also in their early 30s, so I'm comparing the vibes. You want to be a waffle cooker, like a waffle machine? I believe it. You can be a robot. Yeah, October. October is going to be a Seion A month. Yeah, a waffle machine. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, that's so weird. I'm sure maybe it's weird for some of you as well who have been with me for a long time, because you guys also saw me go into the workforce, because I also graduated and started my first job while I was a VTuber. I'm mature. Yeah, I would have gotten 31 vibes. But yeah, because I also do get some hints. No, I shouldn't say it like that. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I won't talk about what I was thinking about. No, I graduated from college. I am mature. Are you analyzing? No, I'm just, there's just a couple of clues that as a VTuber you have as to the rough age range. There's certain clues that you can get. Ooh, wait, speaking of clues, wait. Doesn't YouTube also show the age range of your community? I feel like they do. Hold on. Are there? Because unfortunately, Twitch doesn't. Okay. Okay, there's no proof that this is all Nebunation people, because I'm pretty sure that it also includes people who are like, my shorts randomly showed up on their feeds and then they watched it, so maybe not everyone is Nebunation people, but this is what I have on my YouTube. Twitch doesn't give me these stats, but this is what I have on my YouTube. So yeah, that's about right. That looks about right. That's pretty much what I would think. I'm assuming some of these are also just people who can you even get a YouTube account at 13? Oh, I guess just like YouTube Kids. Okay, sorry. I guess you can. Yeah, there we go. Sorry that I'm not in the 25 and 34 range. I don't know. I feel like we have like a pretty good balance of people who are small. I think most of your chatters are under 25. I think so too. But I also know a couple of people. I know like a good number of Nebulites who are also older than me. So I feel like in the general Nebunation, I do think I'm in the middle of everyone. Got to be in the second biggest margin. But I do know people be tough in the 2. No, he's not here to defend himself. But yeah, cause I watch so many mods go from not mods, but like people in general go from schooling to getting a job. Cause I think Lyra also graduated and got a job, and now Hannah is as well, and I'm guessing Crafts is gonna be the next one. That's so wild. That's so wild to me. I can't believe it. But I feel like in general, most of us are in the same stages of our lives. Like we're in the just started, either about to graduate or just started our first job vibes. Like, we have very little people who are like, have a child, that type of vibe. We have a few, but not too many. Okay, Onigiri, thanks for stepping by. I see you next time, Ritz Bow. Oh, I got a job, but I got a funded uni place of access. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so is it like a continuation of your studies? Is it like you're going to do a master's, or what is that? Oh, you're switching majors. Interesting. Was your current major just not fun? Because honestly, fair. But yeah, I graduated pretty late. I didn't take a usual. How many years is university in your places? Because I was supposed to be able to finish mine in 2 years, but I think I ended up completing it in 3.5. Cause I took a semester off to do a overseas program in Japan. So that was for 3 months. And then I was part of the group that COVID hit when I was in college. So yeah, there was just like a lot of what is happening with the people who are graduating. So yeah, I was part of the group that was affected by COVID being part of my college life, unfortunately. So then we got delayed even more. My graduation ceremony was in person though. We were the first graduation ceremony to happen in person since the pandemic. So I did manage to do that, but a lot of stuff was just like delayed for a lot of people, and like a lot of people also just chose not to graduate. I was one of those people, because like, what was the point? What's the point of you graduating in COVID and no one's hiring anyway. So I just like extended my stay in the university for a little bit longer, and then when things were like calming down a little bit more, then I graduated. It nukes my whole second year. Yeah, me too. I don't remember if it was my second or my third. It was like in between there, but yeah, I only really got to experience college for like a year and a half, and then COVID hit. I was even supposed to go on an exchange program to America for a year. I was supposed to do my last... Did I talk about this? I was supposed to do my last year of college in America, and then COVID happened, and they canceled the program. So I was like, I that's fine then. That's okay. I don't mind it. But yeah, I think all of us are in the age range where COVID had derailed some part of our like some part of our school lives, or like some part of those. I mean, it did end up to be for the better though. I mean, I did manage to still go to the Japan trip. At least that wasn't canceled, because that was I believe that was the year before. And also because COVID was a thing and we managed to stay home for so long, I managed to like actually start and stick to the VTubing thing. I actually know quite a lot of people because we started 2021, right? But I started prepping and stuff already in 2020. Thank you for the follow, welcome. How are you doing? So I actually do know quite a lot of VTubers who started because COVID happened and they didn't know like what to do. So they were just like, guess it's time to be a VTuber. So yeah, I guess it's kind of great because I feel like if COVID never happened, then I would have like a couple of friends that I would never have met. I would never have met my roommate if COVID didn't happen, because my roommate started VTubing simply because COVID was a thing. And they're like, now I have all this time. You graduated in 1998. Huge. Fish Technologies. Oh, you had a PowerPoint presentation. That's so sad. Man, isn't it hard to believe that it's been so long since? Because I remember when COVID first started and when we were in the peak of quarantine, it felt like it was never going to end. Hello, Derek Beckham. How are you doing? It's a weird it's a weird thing to think about. Yeah, it's weird to think about how my life has changed since that COVID period. Thanks for Clarabelle again. How are you doing? I was really just home every single day. I didn't know a lot of people, but like I said, the whole COVID thing was oh, there are my ears. These are a thing now. The whole COVID was yeah, it was kind of like the driving force for starting VTubing, because it was something I was thinking about for a while. But back when I was in college, I mean, I was still doing college full time, and I was doing Japanese lessons full time. And can I have my hair back, please? Please? And then I was doing a lot of other things, and then my schools got canceled. For a good point of time, like the university classes were all canceled because the teachers just didn't know how to do Zoom. Like that wasn't the norm back then, so everything was canceled. And so I just had all this time on my hands. I'm like, oh, well, now I guess now that I have all this time, it's time to start that thing that I wanted to do for a while and I never really got to try. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Did I find you during COVID? I can't remember. I can't remember either. But considering that my official debut was in 2021, I feel like COVID had already semi-calmed down. I do remember 2020 being the peak. And then 2021 was approaching, like slowly approaching endemic. And then by 2022 was like pretty normal. So no, I don't think we met during COVID. I think it was sometime after. But yeah, it didn't really make a difference to me because I was an introvert and I didn't really have any friends. So it didn't really make a difference that I was at home the entire time. It was otherwise pretty normal for me. Man, I can't believe it. Back then, it really just felt so long. Is it the first pandemic? I think it's mostly the first pandemic that most of us have experienced. It was definitely wild though, because I still remember how it started. Like when the news articles started to come up and then people started to... It was like split between the people who were like, no, they're just over worrying about it. They're just being paranoid. And then the people who were like, oh no, this is a serious thing. We have to start stocking up. You guys remember that being a thing? People like buying a whole bunch of toilet paper. I'm like, why? Why? Anyway, and then day by day it just started getting worse and worse. And then when my university finally was like, we're closing the school, I'm like, oh. It was definitely a weird time. Hello, Mama, welcome. I am having a good day. I'm sorry you have to see my bald head. But yeah, as a bidet user, the tissue paper arc was very interesting to me. It was a very interesting concept in my head, cause like just wash it. It's not that serious. Just wash it. Why do you need to buy so much toilet paper? Just wash your bum. I'm taking vaccines, like forcing them to do it. Yeah, I mean it didn't really happen all that much. I think people back home adjusted to the masks thing pretty easily. I don't think there was ever any like real issues with that. Even in Japan as well, people had masks normally anyway, so it wasn't that big of an issue. But I do remember seeing like news articles and stuff about like the situation in other places and being like, woo, woo. Yeah, I don't know if the bidet is cheaper in the long run, because I mean the bidet does use water, so I don't know if it does cause the water bill to be more. But I definitely just prefer using water. Your work for like big square barrels of sanitizer. I don't remember my life changing all that often, because my mom, she also really isn't like she's not, how do I explain this? She's not the type of person to get like caught up in like the mass hysteria of it all. So we were just both very casual about it. It's like, well, guess we're staying home. Like, we never really did like, oh my goodness, we gotta clean the house, we gotta get hand sanitizers. It was never really like that for us. It was just like a very, very normal time where we just stayed home the whole day. My dog noticed though. I think my dog did notice, because there was a point in time, we were never fully confined. They would allow us to go out, but only for necessities. So we were allowed to go out to buy food, but there was never like 100% lockdown. But you weren't allowed to go out for like casual reasons, I guess. So my dog hadn't been to the park in like 2 months. And I think she noticed, because she would always have so much energy, and you could tell like she would look at her harness and then she would look back. But we're like, girlie, no, we can't go out. We're not allowed to go out. And then when they finally allowed it, they allowed going out for exercise reasons as long as you had a mask. And then we finally got to bring my dog to the park. She was like, yes! I think it was like the best park she had ever gone to. She had so much fun. Man, I can't believe it's been like 5 years. I think remote working and remote schooling also became so much more prevalent since then. For Doggo, I know, we felt so bad. But we really weren't allowed to be at places like that. I went out more during COVID. The rules weren't all that... Because I know some places had it really rough. Like, you literally weren't allowed to leave the house, like 100%. But for us, it was more of like, please try to refrain from leaving the house if you don't have to. And then if you do, please, you know, social distance and use your mask and stuff like that. But we still weren't really allowed to just go. And I mean, do you really want to go jogging with a mask as well? Because I don't know, I just feel like it would be hard to breathe. So we just refrained from any exercise activity until we were told it was okay. I do remember a lot of places being like really, really empty. Like when they first opened, because I think when they first opened the restrictions, some people were still pretty paranoid about going out. But I did not have any of those fears because I have a small brain. So I just was like, yay, we can go out now. And I just went to a bunch of places and they were all very empty. Man, what a time. We'll be able to talk to our future children about this. We'll be like, do you know there was this one time? I don't know. Hopefully we won't have another one and they won't have to experience another one. Because I do think so many people's college lives were affected. Oh, asthma, yeah. Yeah, I did hear that some people who got COVID did have lasting effects. I didn't get it. My mom got it once during the peak, and I somehow managed to get away with not getting it, even though we were in the same house. And I'm like, oh, I'm doomed. We both ended up being pretty okay. Okay, that's enough talk about COVID. I have a small announcement before we end for the day. It's not an official announcement yet. This is more of like a teasing announcement for those of you who have showed up. So yesterday, I have received the last Seion Aera live. Unfortunately, no. I have received the final mix for our next original song. And so that is now ready. And I'm currently eyeballing the release to be... The video's done already. The mix is the last thing I was waiting on. So that is now done. I am eyeballing the 11th of October. Cause the platforms they need at least 2 weeks to like schedule your release for the streaming platforms. So I'm currently eyeing... Oh, it's on your birthday! We are currently eyeing the 11th of October. And now that I'm saying it out loud, is that the same day that Smile Sing Shine came out? Because that will be a meme. No, Smile Sing Shine was October 15th. Okay. And then there's also going to be merch released together with this. The plushie is one of them. So the pre-order will probably run from the 11th to the 18th. So it's gonna be a 1-week pre-order period, probably. I don't know if you guys would prefer more time, but I will probably have it as a week. It's gonna be the plushie is going to drop, and we're gonna drop 2 other merch related to the new original song. They're all gonna be pre-orders, so it's gonna take a little time for it to like actually get here, or like actually get to you guys, so that might take a little while. But it basically means that if you do pre-order it during the period, then you are gonna get it. So yes, that is what is going to be happening next month. Very huge, very huge. I'm excited for it. The merch is very cute. I haven't gotten the prototypes yet. I sent in the request, but they are currently shipping me the prototypes. So hopefully the prototypes look good, so I don't have to go with like a few rounds of what am I trying to say? So I don't have to like go to any revision rounds for the merch, but they do be cute. Probably need more time. Okay, maybe we can do a 2-week pre-order period. Do you guys like 2 weeks? Cause I don't really have any preference for the pre-order period. It's mostly up to you guys how much time you would want. But I can only put in the orders after the pre-order is done. That is basically the vibe. You guys would want 2 weeks? Okay, so maybe we can do... Oh, where's my OBS? We can do from the 11th to the 25th, maybe? Okay, because 2 weeks? You want 2 weeks. Okay, that's fine. We'll do from the 11th, from the launch day, to the 25th. Yes, that sounds correct. Okay, it'll be for 3 items, so a plushie... item 2 and item 3. They shouldn't be... The plushie, I'm thinking of going for 25 USD. The other 2 items will probably be... Off the top of my head, 7 USD and 10 USD. No, 10 USD feels like too much. How much was the acrylic thingamajig we had the last time? Wait. Sounds like too much. Oh, the shikishi was 8. Okay, let's do 8. Okay, so the other 2 items in my head will cost 8 USD, 7 USD, and then the plushie will be 25. Did you mention us shipping? The shipping price will be the exact same as before. Maybe just a little bit more because the plushie is a little bit heavy. Not very heavy, but it should be in the same ballpark as the merch that you guys bought before. It should be in the same ballpark amount. It shouldn't be like significantly different because it's not super heavy. I just think the plushie has a big head. Yes, US orders will go through. No worries about that. I did manage to successfully ship 1 to the US, so we should be okay. If nothing else changes from now till October 11th, then we will be okay. If something else changes, then I don't know. But as of right now, US orders should still be okay. Plushie, yes, plushie and 2 other items. What 2 other items? You guys will have to find out when the song launches. But yeah, they're all art related. Very cool. One of them is extremely cool, and I'm thinking very hard about it. I haven't gotten the prototypes yet, but man, I hope they're cute. I still haven't gotten the first batch. I know, you're literally the last person. I sent out an order after I came back from my trip. I had sent out another order, and that one had already reached. So I'm just waiting. It even reached the destination country and passed customs. So honestly, they're just waiting at this point. Only 1 US order. I had shipped out all of the US orders prior to the change. So those went through. But then the change happened when I was on vacation. And then there was 1 more US order that I had to ship. But that one went through pretty okay. It seemed fine. But they did tell me that there's gonna be a longer waiting time for US orders because of the so it might take slightly longer than usual, but they seem to have received it perfectly fine, so hopefully it will be good. We won't run into too many issues as long as they don't like randomly change something else between now and October 11th. So there is that. I'm also thinking of I don't know if I want to print more photo cards. I kind of want to print more photo cards. I am excited for it though. I wonder if you guys will like this song. I am. It's been in production for quite a while, so I really hope so. It's gonna be our only, at this point, Japanese song. The art and merch do be cute though. It do be cute. Okay, that's all I will say, and that's all we were due for today. They might. Oh wait, do I wanna? Actually, no. I will wait for there's gonna be more music events and things that I'm participating in within this month and the next month, but I will announce them as they are officially announced. I've been waiting since April. Man, that really does suck though, cause I know like a couple of people, cause it's not only people like me, right? It's like people who just want to buy merch from any sort of store. They just can't buy. Like, that's wild. That's wild to me. Like, what was it that they said? Like $80 for shipping? Like, wild. Absolutely wild. Anyway, I hope it stops becoming a problem in about a month. Will be really huge if true. Really huge if true. Okay. that's all I will do for today. Next stream is gonna be karaoke on Wednesday. Okay, wait, I'm gonna create the channel right now so that you guys can hold me accountable. Because if I say I'm gonna create it and then I don't, that is entirely possible actually. Where should I put it? Or should we do a thread? I know the last time we tried that I didn't know what a thread was and it didn't go that well. But now I know what a thread is. How do I create one? Create thread. Ah! Channel may be safer. Ah, okay. Channel, got it. Hold on. Alrighty. Oh, threads disappear after a while. Okay. Karaoke. Requests. Okay. Alright, I have made it. Let me put some rules. What are the rules? Drop songs you would want to hear me sing here? General rules? I really only sing J-pop, Vocaloid, anime. If it is a mainstream English song, I am 90% sure that I will not know it in exclamation huge letters. Hello, Dragon Toothless. Welcome. Konnichiwa. 札幌って北海道なんですよね。なんか北海道最近めっちゃ寒いと聞いたんですけど、そうなんですか？北海道に住んでいる友達が今日14度だったっけ？急にめっちゃ寒くなってると聞いたので、大丈夫ですか？寒くなってないんですか？ No, anime endings. Yeah, those would count. I mostly only know Japanese songs, so yeah, okay. Okay, what else? No guarantee I will sing the song as there is no guarantee I will sing the song, exclamation mark. Hee. Okay, that's about right. Wow! No guarantee I'll sing this song. Okay. English / It got real cold here today. Yeah, recently it's been really cold. I think we're now officially going into autumn. Oh, it's like 4 degrees. That's really cold. But yeah, today is the first time in a long time that I don't have my air cooler on when I'm streaming. No guarantee I will sing the song. Hoo-hoo, but I will try to pick up as many as I can. And then please don't spam with too many requests at once. 3 per person would be okay. Per person per stream, I guess. Per stream would be okay. Try not to repeat any suggestions another person has already sent. And then maybe what else? Ah, 今日休日だった。そうだったわ。いい休みでしたか? It's officially autumn in the US already? Temps are all over the place here in Japan. そうなんですよね。今日だって今だと18ぐらい。だって1週間前だとさ、30度まで行ってたのに急に18になるのは本当に変というか本当にすぐ変えたね。雨もひどいしね、最近。No, not safe for work songs. feel like that might be a little bit difficult to define, because like technically songs like Rabbit Hole and songs like Romeo and Cinderella, like technically they're sexual coded, but I wouldn't really be against singing them. I guess it's a little bit different if the song is in English. I think it's fine. I think I will go through the song and then, yeah, a lot of Vocaloid songs are pretty sus. I think it's fine if I go through a song and it's like obviously explicit. Yeah, maybe no explicit songs. Yeah, that's a good one. No. But I'm also like not really expecting any English songs, so I guess there's that. Okay. Brackets, so like curses in English and stuff. Okay. Okay, there we go. I have the channel. Alright, okay, that's all we're going to do for today. So I will see you guys on Wednesday for I could rechristen Taylor Swift. I will learn Love Story properly this time. Including the ohs. I can do it. I'm very sure I can do it. Okay, I'll see you guys again on Wednesday for karaoke. And I will if you hold on. Okay, there we go, Discord. No! When did Streamlabs stop working? Why? Why? Why does that work? Why does the Discord one not work? Why? Oh, that's fine then, I guess. That's okay, it's cool. We didn't really need it, I guess. It's fine. Okay, one more try. Maybe it just doesn't like me. Yay! Okay. はい、配信は今日終わりますけど、もし Discord に入りたかったらどうぞお願いします。次の配信は水曜日になるので、もしカラオケ配信、歌ってるのを聞いたかったらぜひぜひ来てください。はい、okay, that's all we will do. Let me find someone to raid. Let's see. Maybe I should do... maybe. Is anyone behind me? Is anyone behind me in Silk Song? Ooh, it is hard to tell. I guess in Silk Song you can't really say where, like it's hard for you to, like even for me when I want to put in my stream title, like where I am, I don't know how to like say where I am, because even if you do like the position, like which town you just finished, I feel like some people reach some places faster than other people. Never mind, let me just raid into a chatting maybe. Oh, Suyo's online, huge, okay. Oh, it says super short stream. Oh, okay, never mind. I hope it's fine. I already clicked it, so I hope it's fine. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you gonna sleep, good night. Have a good night. Those of you not, have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Let's head out.